And we're back with another session of the Castle of Glass campaign. So, last time, the lot of you managed to defeat the old woman of the House of Coffin Rim, the witch who had imprisoned all of you and turned you all into puppets, waking up to find only one member of that household being able to have escaped with you, who you ended up bringing with you back to the tower. Upon arriving, you discovered the tower was not quite in the best of states for the most part. Things had gone mostly to normal, but a few of your party members were suffering from new developments, one could say. And after, discovering these things, all went to bed, waiting for Cerberus's response on what the dagger was that you had acquired from the witch's house, and any additional information he had on the developments that were happening within the tower. So, starting the new day, what would all of you be doing first thing in the morning? And this is not doing what it's supposed to be doing.
I assume I'm waking up on the couch in the central room.
That's where you fell asleep, yes.
Yep.
I will just be in my room, just meditating, just kind of like calming my nerves. Just, the past couple weeks have been, a lot.
Yeah. The bog.
I don't remember where I went to sleep.
I think you were editing videos on one of the armchairs in the main area.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would have fallen asleep there or not.
This is your chance to say where you fell asleep, because we really didn't talk about it. I just kind of ended the session.
I probably would have shooed him away to bed, because, unless he wants to stay and wait for Lucky.
So he wants to stay and cuddle,
Cuddle up next to me, furry man.
I don't mind if I do.
Keep me warm through the night.
I probably would have fallen asleep on one of the chairs in the middle of editing.
Okay.
Like I've been doing the past, week or so.
Okay. And then Rhea probably also fell asleep on the couch, didn't she? Because she's been doing that anyways the entire campaign.
Yeah.
So none of you went to bed. You all fell asleep except for Zina. The three of you fell asleep in the common area.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay. As you would all kind of wake up generally at the same time, hearing, move. You would have woken up to the sound of the door of the tower closing. Not seeing who had left whenever you hear it. And upon you all kind of waking up, you would find Cerberus entering the room, saying something to Lucky, who kind of, gives him a nod. And then kind of she looks a little more alive than she did before, not as gaunt. It looks like whatever he did for her seems to have helped her with whatever state she was in for the most part. Still has the antlers upon her head. And she kind of, looks towards you, Grum, and kind of gives a nod in your direction of just kind of a thankful nod. And kind of moves over towards the mess hall while Cerberus approaches the three of you and says, I didn't expect you all to have fallen asleep down here last night. I didn't get the chance to leave my workshop until now. How did you all rest?
Yeah, it happens.
Not the first time I slept on a couch, but I did tell her I'd be here for her when she came out.
About her condition, I have deduced that the thing that is affecting her is a curse of sorts that is kind of intertwined with her soul. I'm unsure if she told you her origins or what happened to her, but to put it short, her soul is intertwined with that of a Wendigo and is unable to be detached, so to speak. And in that, I guess you
as of now, or cannot be done without killing her type of situation.
death would be a mercy by this point, but I don't think she wants that. She either has to learn to accept this fate of hers, possibly manipulate it, or the very, very slim chance she could fight it and as she tries to reject it, but by my calculations, she'd only have probably a 0.5% chance of surviving if she did. At least surviving with her mental faculties intact.
It'd probably be easier to just accept it.
I'll leave that to you all to try to convince her. As for other developments, he kind of materializes the knife in his hand. He says, the dagger that you all found looks to be, let me get the name correctly. The name that I was able to pull from it is a Viper Fang dagger. Seems to allow whoever is attuned to it to poison those that they hit with its blade, as well as give the holder resistance to poison, as well as the inability to be poisoned. There's a catch, though, is whoever's wielding it, if they miss with the blade seems to retaliate against the user.
Neat.
Neat.
And he kind of like holds out the blade to whoever would like to take it, if anyone would.
I throw my hands up and I back away. It's like, don't put that thing near me. I have a bad experience with knives.
All right.
I take it, but God hasn't given us any free attunement slots like he questioned he would.
I'll give you something after the session, okay? I'm sorry. I've had a lot going on. Anyways, he says additional things that I've looked into. I believe her name was Aurora, you told me. The one you'd kidnapped, I guess.
More like liberated.
Sure.
Amen.
We'll use your words. Her case, I've done more looking into her origins. It seems that she has some ties to the goddess Vyra. And those tattoos upon her, as I had told you before, seem to be suppressing some sort of magical power that she has.
Are we talking some situation similar to Lucky in a way, or
No, this is... The ties are interesting because it doesn't seem to be a pact of any kind. It seems to be something much deeper. Probably personal, in a sense. But I wasn't able to get too far into it, as when I attempted to extract memories from her, I seem to have been hit with some sort of... I can almost only describe it as a mental poison that I'm now trying to work out of my system.
Like a mental STD.
Not quite. That is one comparison I never thought I'd hear. I did, however, manage to remove one layer of the tattoos, though I'm not sure exactly what that did for her. She still is in a coma state within my workshop. If desired, I could end that at any time, but until that is desired, I still have her within my possession.
Just keep at it.
I did
I
have...
don't even know who you guys are talking about. So I mean, do what you can.
I did also look into Cypher's and Aurelia's situations. Cypher's situation is intriguing to me because it's almost as if he is slowly desyncing with time, essentially, is one way to put it.
Did notice that.
there is an item that if you happen to stumble across would be of grave help to him. It is known as a stable mechanical anchor pendant. I don't know
What?
stable mechanical anchor pendant.
Oh,
and
I need to open my notes. Hold on.
he kind of
fuck.
produces this
Oh, God.
illusion of like an anchor-shaped pendant made of cogs and gears. He says, "I've only ever seen one in my time, but if you're able to find it, that would reestablish him within the timeline, essentially, and make it so he doesn't accidentally fade into obscurity if things do progress worse. And as for Aurelia, there is a Hellfire Hellfire seal. What the fuck happened? That should be able to help her control her flames. Though you would have to find a merchant who specializes specifically in fiendish items, which are far and in between.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much money the party has laying around, but those seem like rather expensive, highly specialized items.
I mean, knowing our luck, we'll have to fight them for them anyways. So Someone-
Yeah, you're probably right.
someone probably already took them, and we're gonna have to fight those guys to get it back. And then the shop people will be like, "Oh, thank you so much. You can have it for free."
Unlike some people, I'm trying to keep the idea of just buying the item from a merchant on the table.
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna come out of my room at this point.
Yeah.
And pretty much just wave to everybody. More just say, hey, what's going on?
Would any of
Or-
you like to give information to him?
Right. Well, it's like it doesn't matter what we were talking about. As I turn around and start going back towards my room.
Bye.
Appears
So,
I am not
well,
wanted.
Tiny, and,
Where do you think you're going? Get back here.
All right. I turn back.
Come sit. I pat the couch next to me.
Okay. I sit down. So what's going on? Give me a rundown.
We found out a bit about Lucky. We found out a bit about Cypher, Aurelia, and that one lady y'all apparently not kidnapped.
Liberated.
Put under new management.
Under new management.
Well, she was a performer.
So there's that going on.
Okay.
Anything else anybody got details for? No details anybody wants to add?
I mean, we know what the knife is, but it's not really.
Well, I mean, now that we're all here, minus the child, we can probably talk about our next steps. I want to go see what's going on with Lucky. I mean, she did kind of just ignore us when she walked out.
That's fair.
She'd gone into the mess hall, and Cerberus kind of like leaves you guys to like have your conversation. Kind of heads off towards the mess hall himself.
I do also want to check on a lot of the people that got the rot from the festival. Make sure they're doing all right,
Yeah.
It's been I move my like leather bracer to look at a watch. I go, I don't even know how
2
long, how many
weeks.
days it's been. 2 weeks. 2 weeks and probably no one but themselves have checked on each other.
Yeah.
Ah, Christ. I don't even know how long I've been with you people. But this is...
Probably like 2 weeks in
Crazy.
a day.
It's been longer than that.
So what exactly has been going on with Cypher? Just curious.
He's, according to Cerberus, desyncing with time. As
Okay,
far we don't know what's doing it, but we know he did describe a pendant that we could that we could get to help him with his situation. The time anchor pendant or something like that.
Close enough.
Okay. I mean, could we just go down to the merchant store and just buy it?
Probably not. Wait, no harm in checking, but
I mean,
Did Cerberus say where these items could be found, or that? Just the
He
name.
told you that the Hellfire seal, you would have to find a fiend specialized merchant. And for the pendant, he said he's only ever seen one in his time. He's not sure where to find one, but he does know it exists.
I mean, like, I say, give me 1 second, and then I like, I kind of sit down on the chair. And I kind of like take a deep
I would
breath.
hope you're sitting on the chair. What else are you gonna do with
Well-
it?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna meditate, right? I'm gonna try and ask my patron about it because she's a fiend. See, I'm cooking.
Roll me religion.
Religion.
Relgain.
That's a 24.
24.
Okay.
You're writing your book to her. And a few upon a few seconds pass, and you are given an answer of you are given a name of an individual.
Okay.
Who is named Lucius.
Okay.
It shows his location is somewhere in Osmond at the current moment.
So I got his location too.
You
Damn,
have
let's dox this
you have a general location, as in he is somewhere in Osmond. That is the detail you got.
Okay.
There's also a note in there that, if desired, she might be willing to make a deal with someone for said pendant, or not pendant, for said Hellfire seal.
I relay that information to everybody. I have no idea what they mean by Hellfire Seal.
That's what we need to help Aurelia.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think that's really up to Aurelia, right? Like, if she wants to, like, give up something for, her seal to be broken, right? That would be probably the best bet.
She's already given up a lot considering her current predicament.
Man,
I mean, I think it's also like a deal one of us could make for it.
Yeah.
I ask my patron, who has to make the deal.
She says it doesn't. You get a response of, it doesn't matter who makes the deal as long as there's a deal to be made.
Ah, dude, I really totally got that shit.
I'm sure the child would be more than willing to hand over some more of his apparently irrelevant memories.
Well, the child isn't here, so we're gonna have to make that decision on our own.
You get a note back in it. You hear like the actual writing within the book, and she just says, "There's no rush to make the deal. Take your time. Think it over."
All right. Fair enough.
And then the book closes itself. She hung up on you.
Now I want to have a book near me at any time so I can actually slam a book shut when I need to.
I mean, you have 2 borderline sentient books, so I mean, you should.
I'm gonna grab one. You guys do your RP to each other.
Hell yeah. Alright, so game plan. What is the next place we need to go to? Why am I going Russian with this? What is the next place we need to go to for whatever items we need to get? And what is like a time frame that we need to get there?
Well, there's two technically close. We know there's some scales thing down in the meat grinder. And then there's some ring.
If I remember correctly, there's also a dragon.
Oh,
I've always wanted to fight the dragon. What the hell?
There's one location mentioned with dragons. It wasn't within the journal. It's not the meat grinder.
It's not from the journal. It's from asking a dragon turtle, giving him information.
You guys saw a dragon turtle?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I
they
literally
fished
pick
one
up
up.
something and make something purple or poison. Sorry.
But we're just going to skim over the idea that you saw a mythical creature that most people don't even know truly exists.
Well, it does, and I
Yeah.
did, and that's all that matters.
I got it with a fishing rod.
I like put my arm across my lap, or like stand an arm up and rest my hand, my head, like my chin, in my hand, and I'm just leaning over. Is like, by the gods, you people are really interesting. You've been through so much that people think are just straight mythical. Don't even exist, are just folklore.
You gotta remember what we're looking for.
As you kind of say this too, you hear from the top of the stairs just Ignitus's voice. Just, did someone say something about something mythical? And you see him coming down like with a single crutch, kind of like holding one side of himself up, the leg that's all twisted up. And you notice that something that you hadn't noticed 2 weeks ago when he had just seen him, he now has a pair of dragon wings that are tightly tucked against his back.
I see somebody's doing good. It looks like you're turning into an actual dragon.
Sick
Hashtag
wings, bro.
draconification.
What did you say?
That's sick wings, bro.
Oh, Gina.
Oh, I said hashtag draconification.
Draconification. He kind of gives you a nod, Lebog, and just says, it's comes with the bloodline, being a sorcerer and all. Though I do hope it is a step towards my goal of unlocking a possible were-dragon ability within me, but I don't think these are assigned just yet.
Or you could be changing into an entire other species. Have you heard of the lizard folk?
I'm definitely not turning into one of those.
The lizard folk get no love around here, I see.
Yeah, them scale tails, I don't like them.
Man, fuck you.
Slur.
The Ignitus kind of just,
Yeah.
say that about
You see minimal crit appear above his head as he like winces.
emotional damage. Ooh.
I just randomly cast Vicious Mockery.
Yeah. Whoops.
I don't even have access to it, I just do it.
Oh God. Yeah, we were talking about a couple of the mythical creatures these lots saw.
I'm not surprised, based on everything that I've witnessed with them, as well as the things they've told us about.
Sure, they told you. Did you know they saw a dragon turtle?
That one I...
It's just something I happened to hear while I was a saltbeard for a few years. I didn't know they actually existed.
I didn't actually know that they encountered one.
I mean, it
I
was
like thrust my hands out to him while looking at everybody. He's just like, "You're not telling your like actual scholar about these things?"
You didn't ask.
like
Yeah.
I'm not like I'm also not one of the top scholars. I learn and study everything. That's all I do.
I don't know that. I know he does.
I mean,
It's not like you talk to me anyway.
I don't really talk to a lot of people.
True. I don't either. I don't blame you.
And then but yeah, I got like I kind of like ruffle up my feathers a little bit and pick it up, like kind of like fold them up a little bit so you can see the skin underneath, and it's just scales.
So, if we have a top scholar, does that imply the existence of a bottom scholar?
What about the middle scholar?
This isn't a scholar sandwich.
Are there 3
We
scholars
can
and a
make it one.
footnote?
How many middle scholars are there before we say that there's too much in this scholar sandwich?
Never.
I'd like to picture this is actually being said, and just like Ignitus is just...
Do we have a bottom or a top scholar directly in the middle to separate the two halves of middle scholars? Just to,
I mean,
have that extra little bit of bread in there.
The question's completely irrelevant if you're a snake person. Then you can just unhinge your jaw and be done with
Ah,
it.
fuck.
Hey, Tyler.
How dare
I
you
just realized-
directly talk to me?
Oh, sorry, God. I'm not supposed to have. Make sure I'm not reading this wrong. Sorry. So my passive ability. Sorry, I hate to interrupt. For Dragonhide.
Mhm.
When I'm not wearing armor, my AC is 13 plus my Dex modifier. But I don't have
Oh.
armor on, and my AC is 12.
I don't know why it's not doing that.
It should be 15.
It appears that the oh no, there's the Dragonhide. I don't know why the feat isn't activating. That is strange. I can fix. There you go. I just turned on Draconic Resilience.
Thank you.
That's all I needed to do.
That's all. I apologize for the interruption.
No, you
I
good.
just wanted to make sure because we were talking about that, and I was showing off the Dragonhide, and I was like, "Wait, I have
Wait a
that. Why isn't it
minute.
working?"
Yeah. Ignitus kind of like moves towards you like a little bit and just kind of like puts his hand puts a hand up and goes, "May I?"
Yeah.
He kind of like runs a finger along it or whatever. Like you can see like he's like fascinated by this. Goes
How do feathers grow past scales?
yeah. He's like he's never heard of an owlin acquiring draconic scales before. This is
I
a fascinating new
that-
thing.
I gave that dragon turtle a lot of money.
That would do it.
This is a thing from the dragon turtle?
Oh yeah, I gave him a lot of money.
What the fuck?
Yeah, nah, he was all for it.
Well, most
Alright,
dragons
this-
are.
This conversation is getting a little. Oh no, too deep. There's too much. There's too much information at one time.
I mean, you know, it's not that bad. I mean, it could be worse.
It definitely could be, yes.
I just no example, no nothing. Just it could be worse. And as I just smile, and nod my head.
So, it's too early in the morning. If I'm going to go through this conversation, I need some coffee. Anybody else?
I could go for some
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah, I'll take one.
I need two extra orders of coffee.
No thanks.
Rhea?
I don't drink coffee. Also, it's like a frap. Not really about that whole caffeine thing.
You know, I can understand that. I'm the same way with alcohol. Fuck it, why not? 4 cups of coffee coming up. Or 3 in a frap. I shuffle off to the fucking kitchen.
All right, you go into the kitchen. Inside the kitchen, you would find. Let me find the exact list of people in there.
Oh, there's a list.
You would find Lucky within the room. Curie is sitting there as well. They're sitting there quietly eating. Keto is also in the room, and John is in the room. I will put everyone on screen that is currently sitting in there.
Better.
I'll fucking kill you.
Is that Cheeto?
Keto.
Nope. Cheeto. I rolled a nat 20, and he listens to when I say that.
Oh yeah, you're the only one he allows to say. You call him Cheeto.
That's what my roommate calls my cat because she's orange.
He do got kind of like a Cheetos cat look. If he were blue and a kobold, you know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You would see that Curie and Lucky are sitting near each other. They're not really saying anything, but they're just kind of sitting by each other. John's kind of standing off to the side of the room, holding a cup of coffee in his hand, and is just kind of like in thought. And then Keto is sitting on the opposite end of the table of the others. The pseudo dragon sitting on the table in front of him, kind of its blue eyes kind of like glancing towards you as you come into the room, and a echo sitting next to him that seems to just be like, you don't hear anything, but you can see he seems to be having a conversation with this echo.
I ain't gonna interrupt him. I've seen what he was like on that fucking dinosaur island, brother. I'm gonna let him kind of do his own thing. I ain't gonna do the stale coffee shit. I'm gonna make me some fucking fresh coffee. Fuck that. I'm gonna wander straight back. I'm gonna nod to this boy. Kind of like high five this guy as I walk by. You know, go make me some fresh coffee for the time being.
Okay.
Sorry, there's been a second Lucky.
What?
What?
I see 2 Luckies on the screen.
That seems like a skill issue.
There should be. There's only one. That
Ooh.
one. What if I do this?
Sir,
Oh, she's still there.
second
Why does
pair
Lucky
of,
have horns?
Somebody wasn't paying attention last time.
Yeah.
She's Wendigo.
She's part Wendigo.
Whack.
Anyway,
But
you managed to get coffee.
yeah, I'm doing the fresh stuff because fuck that.
When you go in there too, you do find Cerberus in there, kind of like messing with a coffee machine in there.
How many coffee machines does this place have?
Would you like try to find the one that you're looking for specifically? One just kind of like the wall kind of opens up and just kind of one comes out of the wall. This is like the Magnificent Mansion. So like stuff just kind of appears as you need it.
Oh hell yeah! I'm just gonna put a fucking pot of coffee on and I don't know. I'm more or less just gonna small talk with Cerberus while I set it up, and then I'll wander out into like the main area.
Okay.
And just wait.
Yeah, a lot of what Cerberus talks about to you, it goes right over your head.
Damn. I don't even get an intelligence roll. That's how high level it is.
He starts talking like quantum mechanics and shit.
Fuck, man.
Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna like wander out into the main area while the pot boils or percolates or whatever fucking type of coffee machine it is. I'm gonna just write my big tome while I wait.
okay.
Easy peasy. Eventually, there will be coffee for everybody.
All right.
If people want to talk to me, they can. I don't care.
Hi.
Around this
Hi,
point,
Angel.
Rebus would be coming down the stairs.
Hi.
Wow, it's a child.
Horns.
You'd see through the doorway of the mess hall. You'd see Lucky sitting at the table, the antler sticking out of her head.
I'm gonna run over. Gonna like scurry up onto the chair next to her / the table so I could like reach her and start like poking at the horns.
Isn't she aesthetic?
Yeah, you start poking at her horns or whatever, and she kind of like looks unsure, but also kind of like mildly upset by this.
So now that you got these horns in your head, I'm assuming you can't really shake a bed anymore because you might puncture the back wall. How are you gonna
I
get
like
around
drop
that?
the tone.
It-
and
when
I
you-
look up.
When you
What
say,
the
yeah, when you say that, she kind of like puts her hand over your mouth and just goes. She just says, "Kids don't know what they're talking about."
No, so you guys are wrestling, so like you can't do any wrestling position.
roll me a roll me a wisdom save, Remus.
Ooh. Why did that? No, not that. There it is. Saving throw. Normal. 19.
Damn, you just beat it.
Kitty. You're so pretty.
You just hear he's like, so you can't.
I don't know.
What was that for?
If it-
How about
Actually, no. Can I lick her hand so she'll remove it?
she doesn't.
She's a fucking cat, brother.
She does that to herself.
Fucking-
You can hear like Remus with the hand over his mouth start like choking because now he has hair in his mouth and he doesn't know what to do with this.
Hey, I don't think that's appropriate conversation at all,
Yeah.
let alone.
And
here in
she
public.
kind of like looks towards you again, kind of giving you a look, and just says, "How about I offer a suggestion? How about we don't talk about such things?" And I need you to roll me another wisdom saving throw. You are affected by suggestion, and you can no longer talk about the subject.
I thought he was.
He's gonna
wrong to
start and he's
understand
like,
the use.
That's better. And she kind of pats you on the head.
I'll lobotomize myself. I swear to God, I'll do it again.
You'll lobogamize yourself?
No, no.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, speaking of, what's he doing right now? And he's gonna pull his eye really bad.
You see him looking down, looking over at the room.
He's switching between editing his video and looking at the kitchen.
Whenever a player's not here, I always imagine just T-posing. And kind of like, they're following the party, but they're not walking, they're just kind of sliding across the ground. You hear like a scraping noise.
The stone rubbing against stone noise.
We could always do the infinite staircase method. If they leave, they fall into the infinite staircase. When they come back, they fall out of the infinite staircase.
I have been falling for 30 minutes!
So now that you're awake, you got horns. What can you do?
She kind of like looks down at the cup of coffee in front of her for a moment. Just goes, "I'm not sure yet."
Is there anyone you could talk about being what what do we call you now? You're not a cat person.
You're definitely not a vampire werecat anymore.
I wasn't ever one to
So
begin
if we
with.
take Wendigo and Pussycat, we get Windussy.
I don't want to be called
So-
that.
All right.
Especially not from a child. If it was someone much older than you trying to be flirty, maybe, but
I mean, would that be a pogo? A pooty
That-
cat?
this-
Wendigo?
Pogo.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
that's
Wendigo.
appropriate.
Out of character. Ride him like a pogo stick.
What the fuck?
Sure, totally.
In character.
Honestly, I think it would have been more appropriate if he said in character.
Ria's
by
eyes
this
glaze
point,
over and she just says that out of nowhere.
By this point, I assume I have the cups of coffee and I go, Remus, leave the ladies alone. They've been through a lot.
Yes, so have we.
And some of
talking
us
about it
can't just
helps.
remove our memories of events. Leave them alone.
Someone's feeling defensive today.
Mm.
Well, actually, that's always. Never mind. That really hasn't changed much. Anyways, and then you're gonna see another Remus walk into the room, and he goes, "Hi guys, good morning."
Oh no. You see Lucky turn towards Kiri and go, I think it's time for us to go somewhere else. Kiri kind of nods her head in agreement. You see the two of them kind of get up and like they walk specifically into the training room with their cups of coffee with them.
The second Remus sits next to the other Remus. They start watching Labog stream.
Fucking Shadow Clone shoots you.
Fucking Keto looks over towards you. Him, the pseudo dragon, and the Echo all stare at the two Remuses, look to one another, and Keto just goes, I guess I'm not the only one now, and then just kind of gets up, and him, the Echo, and the pseudo dragon all leave the room.
La 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 la.
Anyway, I'm so about our next steps, and I put the coffees down on whatever fucking central table there is. One might call it a coffee table.
Nah.
Play the laugh track. Where is it?
I don't have one.
Damn it.
Unbelievable. What
Well,
fucking
this is the
streamer
closest thing I
doesn't-
got.
What fucking streamer doesn't have a laugh track, brother? Come on.
I don't.
Close enough.
It's a seagull
Unbelievable.
laughing. It's good enough. The seafaring Aarakocra is laughing at you.
Damn, brother. It do be like that sometimes, though.
Yeah, so what would you guys like to do now?
I mean, I did bring up the further steps.
Hey, I'll pull out a little map and go. So we've been here. We got these. He's also the other Remus is going to help out. He's going to take out Atlas's journal, place it down on the table, and the two of them are just going to be like, all right, so we got these artifacts. So which one do we want to go for next? We know the rot lady's over here somewhere, I think. We're in this town. Which town were we in?
Rapture.
Yeah, we're in Rapture.
It's founder Andrew Ryan.
What?
Whoosh.
Get whooshed on, man.
That must be an old reference because she's old.
I mean, I got the reference. You kids. Remus, you've been alive longer than me. What?
What?
Never mind, whatever.
Uh,
So we can either go southwest to the meat
Yeah.
grinder, which we know relatively better where that artifact is,
Yeah.
or we could go west to Gorgamoth, where we don't really know where that one is.
I mean, do we really know where the first one is? What do we know about the first one that you're not telling us?
It's in a tower in the meat grinder on one of the tallest mountains.
We just like airdrop in. Do they have? Is Meat Grinder organized enough to have a air force?
Probably not. There's still a bunch of barbarians.
Well, I mean,
At least
they might not have planes, but the question becomes, do they have anti-air defense?
They just
I
start
think that's
throwing
what-
people at the planes.
I don't know if it'd be best to go by air, seeing how the demonic presence, or at least the gate presence there, and access to the whatchamacallit, the evil stuff is still there. So the airs might not be that safe, but the sea might be fine. We could probably get there, no problem. Or if somehow someone knows of a teleportation ring in the area, we could also maybe use that. I could work on one.
I don't know any teleportation circles.
I could talk to the dog man, Cerberus.
Well, I prefer staying clear of the main raider settlement. My mom accidentally burned down their sacred tree once. You know, we put it back, but you know,
They never forgave you. Yeah, I get that.
kind of got like savvy enough to just fix that. But you know, one of our buddies kind of went off the deep end after that. So you know.
Doesn't one of your mom's old compatriots have connections out there, or presence out there?
I think you're talking about I think she called him Magnus. Yeah, he kind of went crazy after a while and left. It was Goliath, pretty sure.
I mean, he's probably dead by now, anyways.
Probably.
Maybe.
Well, I have nothing better to do other than plan a route, considering my morning workout has been canceled. I glance over towards the training room. Don't want to interrupt woman talks.
You say that, and then you hear like an explosion come from that room.
I rest my case. Anyway.
You want to battle a greater demon?
I think I would prefer that than trying to figure out what's going on in that room.
All right. He's gonna crack his knuckles. Where you want him?
How about we don't summon demons in the tower? And this is Cerberus as he comes back into the room.
Oh, hi, Cerberus. Thanks for the help last night. Well, Remus. Yeah, thanks.
Just make sure to stay out of trouble, both of you. At least when you're within the tower.
I'm not babysitting two of them.
I'll probably stay here with the egg. And I'll go with the group.
Doesn't that spell only have like a duration of like 5 minutes or something?
This kid is strong, so probably not.
I poke at his flabby arm and I go, nah, I think I'm stronger.
Both of them you see point, and you see crystals like ice start forming on their fingers, and you go, "You want to find out?"
Look, he has frostbite. We might have to amputate his fingers.
That's rude. Don't touch my fingies. I still like them.
Oh, they look like they're about to fall off.
Wait, I could get rid of it. Now I'm just a taser. You see little sparks.
But if you burn the ice off, doesn't it just ruin the finger more?
This is a good point. I don't know how this works. We'll need to test it out on someone.
Spawn a third one.
It takes too much time.
The third hand.
And, I was thinking a third Remus, but
It took me all night just to make him, and he's like, "No, I made you," and he's like, "No, I'm the original." He's like, "No, I made you. I have the real memories." And like the other one's like, "No, you don't. You modify them all the time." And they start bickering for a little bit.
As the
He's not
bickering,
wrong.
yeah, as the bickering's happening, you hear Calcifer, someone who hasn't made an appearance in a while, kind of coming down the stairs and goes, "What is all the yelling about?"
Calcifer's in the tower.
Yeah,
Hi,
Calcifer's in the tower.
Calcifer.
oh
When
my
did we give
god,
him access?
You gave him access a while ago, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
yeah, forever
I gave
ago.
him access.
Yeah,
He's just been standing in the corner for months.
he's been in his room for most of the time. He's on the 5th floor.
Damn, Remus really yelling loud enough to get people on the 5th floor to be like, "What the fuck?"
He goes, "Sounds like you all are trying to figure out where you want to go. Based on what I've been able to hear since I've been slowly coming down here."
Aye, not far off.
You hear about the horns? And then the other Remus is gonna slap Remus.
Yeah.
Double
Team. I also slapped that Remus.
Remus gets slapped one way, just
I guess that makes sense. The other Remus can talk about whatever he wants. But which one's the real Remus?
I don't know.
Well, I was fixing to head out to see if I could find some supplies. If you all need anything, you know where to find me. And he kind of like goes over to the door and he kind of opens it.
I mean,
And he kind of
There's-
pauses as he's like trying to exit the tower. And they
there's
kind of
actually some information on an item that we might be able to need, or might need in the future.
Oh yeah, and what might that be? And you see him close the door to the tower and then kind of reopen it again and kind of look confused
What?
and then close the door
What
again.
was the name of the thing? Freaking the time anchor pendant.
Cerberus pitches in
Cerberus.
again. It is the stable mechanical anchor pendant. Thank you.
Yeah, that thing.
One of the Remuses are gonna go over to the door with Calcifer as he's opening and closing it just to look out.
You see the back alley of Rapture opening when he opens and closes it, and you see he's very confused, considering the fact that he wasn't with you guys when you guys opened the door to Rapture.
He's gonna tug on his cloak. He's like, "Don't worry, we're in Rapture. It's fine."
I thought the tower, and he kind of turns towards the rest of you. Goes, "Doesn't the tower bring you back to where you were last?"
It can.
I don't.
I don't know. I never know. I never understand it still.
Cerberus kind of gives him a look and goes, "It's supposed to, but if that's not the case, maybe you've accidentally gotten approval from enough people to go somewhere else." And he kind of looks surprised as, "I haven't talked to anyone else, so I'll go see what's in the town." And he just opens the door and kind of...
Wait.
Oh, and he pauses, kind of glances back.
Should we go after the ring that traumatized you guys?
Traumatized people.
And you see him kind of like 1,000-yard stare for a second and goes, I wouldn't yet, but that's just me.
Do you know where exactly it would be, in case we do?
He shakes his head no and says, "I only remember going into Gorgamoth and then appearing somewhere else afterwards. Missing half our party, granted."
Yeah, like you went into like a specific place, or just
I remember the border
what border?
between Gorgamoth and Almoria.
Okay, that's good enough.
I'll go with you since you don't know this area.
Well, no, don't go with him. We're about to leave soon.
Well, I'm here still, and the Remus sitting at the table, sitting there, just looking at you.
All right, fair enough.
All right,
Fair
I'll be
enough.
your guide.
All right. Kind of.
I'm gonna flip a coin. Which Remus goes with them?
Not even he knows.
All right, I know which Remus is with them. All right.
Man, I can't wait for the in the middle of combat. Remus finally takes damage. He goes up, poof, and he just poofs.
Remus goes. You know.
Yeah.
As soon as they leave, Rhea's gonna be like, "Who's that guy again?"
He's the card man.
I met him at the festival. He was one of the more interesting characters there for sure.
He can see the future.
Yeah, he's one of
he
them
is,
seers.
That's called perceiving time in a linear manner.
Yeah.
So anyway, where are we going first? Before I
Way to
go
make it sound boring.
give myself some personal time away from you lot.
We should probably go to the meat grinder.
I second this.
All right. I'm gonna go to my room before this coffee goes right through me, and I wander off.
Make sure to get wet wipes. All right.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that.
My brain went roll a d20. If you roll below a 4, you have hemorrhoids.
What the fuck?
I'll burn a message just to make sure you hear it.
That's terrible.
Remus will look over at Cerberus and go, "Hey, do you know of any like teleportation circles within the meat grinder?"
I unfortunately do not. Mainly due to have avoiding that place at all cost, due to the nature of it and my own nature.
I don't
Do
know.
you know
what
of
that
any
means.
closer? Like maybe in Tiberia?
Let me check my archives and see if I can find something. I did visit Tiberia once or twice, and I did end up in Normandy once or twice as well, so that may also be another closer location.
I mean, whichever's closer.
Give me some time.
Whatever you.
And he heads off into his study, or into the library.
Well, I'd like to hit up the church in town before we head out for personal reasons.
I mean, you got time.
Can I go with?
Sure. You could use God in your life, child.
Which one?
I don't even know.
Okay, time to find a god.
Anyone joining Ria? Anyone else joining Ria?
What shops did you say were in this town again?
There's a general store. Let me pull up the list again. Nope, that's not it. There's Rapture. There was 2 taverns. There was the general store, a blacksmith, an old-timey blacksmith, a alchemist shop, and then the church. Those are the only buildings here that were like outside of the sheriff's office and the bank of the town.
I'll go with, and I'll hit the alchemist shop at some point.
Okay. Xena, Grum.
I'm just getting ready in my room, showering and shit.
Okay.
eventually going back down.
Xena, would you like to join them to the church?
Yes,
Okay.
I go with them.
The three of you head out into the town square, kind of, seeing this church kind of on this hill above the rest of the town, kind of looking down upon the town. What's everyone's passive perceptions, real quick?
My passive perception is 10.
I got a 12.
17.
I think it will be probably you that knows this. Okay, yeah, Lebog. You would catch off the corner of your eye, kind of looking down towards where that second tavern is, the Volpine Inn. You would see Cypher standing out front talking to somebody.
Who's he talking to? What do they
Bro,
look
this
like?
guy stinks.
You would see there are two ladies in front of him that he is speaking with. There is a elven woman with like silver hair, wearing like a purple dress. The other one looks to be a where is it? There it is. A tabby, like a tabby yellow tabaxi in kind of like inventor's clothing. That's like talking to him.
Yo, when the fuck did Cypher pick up a harem?
And you can see
Hasn't he
as he's
always?
talking to them, you can see his tail is shifting back and forth.
Yo, it's actually a harem. What the fuck?
Well, since he's a dog, it'd be a furum.
God damn it!
fucking damn. Fuck.
What do you got to do?
No,
this to
one of
me?
them's an elf.
Yeah, one of them's an elf.
I'm sorry, I thought you said something else. All right. God.
I would ask you, but I don't want the stream.
No. No, you don't. You don't.
I think Cypher's down there trying to riz up some ladies.
You should go ruin that.
No.
Oh. But for the stream, your views
No.
haven't been that high recently.
Remus Grom's not here. You didn't hear him say that.
Oh. Oh, you didn't come with. Oh, Grom's not here. Oh shit, I'm talking to myself again. What is happening?
Oh god, my medication. It's wearing
I've
off.
modified my memories too many times.
You sure he's not here? I thought he was right there.
I can
Um,
smell him.
Listen, I heard the voice too, but he's not here.
Oh, at least I'm not alone. Okay, that's good.
Who the fuck said that then? It was me. Just like looks around, nothing there.
Is this the god you were talking about?
So you all head towards the church. It looks like it's been renovated multiple times over the years. For this town, it is very large. For your standard temple and stuff, it is very small. Ria, you have definitely you remember this place. You remember it in its glory days when it was much nicer and hadn't been renovated so many times. Because you had visited here with your mother once or twice in the past. Upon pushing inside, a lot of you would see kind of standing near kind of the pulpit, kind of like holding a tome in hand and is like slowly lighting a set of candles near like a prayer altar. You would see this gentleman, a halfling man, doing kind of dressed in a not quite a priestly robe, but something close to it. And he kind of turns and says, can I help you all? You don't look to be from this town.
Hi, I used to come here as a kid, and I was wondering if you might be able to tell me what happened to the halfling family that used to run this church about 200 years ago.
Well, we still do. You're speaking of the Grey Dawns, right? Yes, that's who you're. There's
I believe-
yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
And you said you used to come here as a kid?
Yeah, about 200 years ago.
What is your name?
My name's Ria.
Oh. Grandmother told us about you. I'm surprised that you're still alive.
Was your grandmother spent dust?
Yes.
Yeah, she was well, she was kind of like a sister to me, so I kind of got put in some kind of this sounds weird, suspended animation for about 200 years. So just kind of trying to tie up loose ends. So yes.
That would explain why you're here now. And he kind of like he sets down the stuff that he was doing or whatever, and kind of closes the tome and sets it down. Kind of comes over to you, kind of like offering you a greetings, essentially like offers you a hand, and says,
Take it.
"It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, especially if the circumstances are quite odd. You can call me Horace. And I know my wife is around here somewhere." And you hear a call out just like, "Aurora, where are you? Are you around?" And one of the back doors opens up, and let me move his picture over. This lady comes out. Why is she blind? There it goes. She says, she kind of calls out like yes, and then turns and goes, "Oh, it seems we have guests in the church." He kind of turns immediately after she comes out, and he looks towards all of you and says, "What about the rest of you? Are you just accompanying her, or did you also come to for religious guidance?"
I've
Mostly
been
just
told-
accompanying.
I was told I need to find God.
If I recall correctly, this is a temple to Dominus still.
Yes, we do still worship Dominus, the Lord of Creation. Yes, and he has kept us running all this time through disaster and through seasons of plenty.
Well, you made a clone yourself, Remus. That's kind of creation-y. Sounds like something you might be interested in.
What am I allowed to make, Almighty God? Guide my hands.
He kind of like he seems amused by this. He says, "I've never seen a child quite as spirited as you are, young one."
I've created a lot in my time.
I see.
He's a bit of an odd one.
Odd and spirited don't necessarily are not necessarily bad things. Especially if he's one who wishes to explore the world and learn of what it has to offer. I know grandmother was very much like that, even after she had come back to the church.
What did end up happening to her?
She passed away. How long has it been? Been quite some time. She passed away in her sleep with the rest of the family nearby. The way she wanted to go out, at least.
I see. Thank you. So you can see she's tearing up at that.
And Aurora kind of steps up and, he tells her, who you are or whatever. And she says, "Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Heard very much about you from his grandmother."
Pleased to make your acquaintance as well. We were just passing through, so.
It was nice of you to come and visit our little church here. We don't get many outside visitors. And the townsfolk have been wavering a bit in coming to church, but we're still getting by. They kind of look to one another and kind of like smile, kind of look back to you.
It doesn't seem like the tone's grown all too much since Dusk and I, well, I guess she wasn't quite a kid yet at that point, but, well. Thanks for the trip down memory lane.
It was a pleasure to meet you, and we're glad that we could give you some closure, as I sense that we did give you.
Thank you.
He gives a nod, and you see Aurora kind of like pause for a second. She kind of like, give me one moment. She like runs off somewhere, comes back a few seconds later, kind of holds her hand out to you.
I'll
Oh,
take it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you put your hand out. She kind of like takes your hand and kind of like holds it for a second, kind of like clasping it in both hands or whatever, and you can feel like a cold piece of metal on your palm or whatever. And she says, I think Horace would agree. I think Dusk would have wanted you to have this. And she, removes her hands, and her arcane focus, the emblem that she used to carry, sits in the palm of your hand.
Thank you. This means a lot. Whatever happened to her imaginary friend?
I believe it may have been passed on to our boy, but we're not entirely sure as it hasn't manifested before us yet.
Here's hoping.
I'm not entirely sure where he is at the moment. He may be out back, but if you're ever around, you're welcome to stop by. We could give you a place to stay and rest if you ever need it.
I truly do appreciate that. And she'll go to exchange numbers.
Okay. Yeah. Horace is the only one with a phone. You're able to get the number for the church, essentially.
Imagine we just both have old ass flip phones. So
Yes.
it's like,
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Is that all you wanted to do at the church?
yeah.
Okay.
Unless there's anything else needed.
You are bid farewell, and as you kind of, head out of the church and kind of start making your guys' way back towards the town. I'm gonna jump to Grom real quick because Grom is still in the tower. Grom, when you come downstairs, you're still in the tower. Why?
Yeah, I figured.
They left without you. When you come down, you find Curie and Lucky sitting in the main room. You can see that Curie is helping Lucky fasten what it almost looks like a leather strap on her head, and as you kind of get into a good angle to see it, it almost makes it look like the antlers aren't a part of Lucky, but is something she's wearing now. And you can see her kind of like awkwardly sitting there while Curie kind of just like takes her hands back and goes, there, that looks better. It doesn't look like you're transforming into something. Lucky kind of gives her a nod and kind of glances towards you and kind of like almost becomes awkward in the moment.
I'm kind of like taken aback. I'm just like, am I interrupting something?
No, not at all. And Curie kind of gets up and says, we were actually going to go and check out the town a bit.
I was gonna see if I couldn't figure out where the others went.
They
I mean,
They just went out. You could join us if you'd like, and we can see if we can find them.
I wouldn't mind. Either way, I need to find out what's going on in town. I kind of like look at Lucky. I'm debating on whether I like it all natural or, you know, looking like a headpiece.
I think the headpiece draws a little less attention. Less questions are
But this
asked.
isn't necessarily a bad thing if you have random antlers growing out of your head.
I'm not sure yet.
I mean, people flaunt their lizard skin if they have, like, draconic backgrounds.
Yeah, those damn lizards.
Kiri kind of pitches in and goes, Ignitus is a strange case. Don't wrap him with the rest of us.
He isn't the only one.
And who is the other you speak of?
I mean, there's a couple. There's a couple fellows I knew that had draconic bloodlines that flaunted their skin scales. Old fellows. No, most of them aren't around anymore, but
I see.
either way.
All right. How about we get you a drink? And she turns back towards Lucky, and Lucky kind of gives a nod and says, that might help my nerves a bit. Kiri kind of waves to you and just come along. I know you want to get a drink as well.
Like I don't always carry one on me. And pat the flask at my side. It's like in a gun holster, just a flask.
Okay. And as the three of you walk out of the tower, kind of head to the front of the building, you would see the rest of the party coming down from the church steps. Coming down the hill.
Do I see Remus?
Yes.
I roll my eyes and go, ugh. They got the kid with them.
Am I in earshot?
Yes.
Look at him and do a gesture of wiping my ass.
Hey, Lucky, nice hat.
Oh, like you've learned how to do that, and I keep walking.
She kind of looks towards you, Lebog goes, thank you. Trying this out to see if it draws less attention.
That's smart. You're gonna have to get used to it eventually.
I was going to say, I feel as though you should less hide it and more flaunt it.
Take
It's
it
an
from someone with
interesting feature.
experience. You can't hide it forever.
Listen to the bunny streamer man. He knows what he's talking about.
That's not even what it's about.
I don't want to know what I know. What's on the interwebs about him.
In time, I'll get used to it, but until then, this will help with getting used to it.
Take it slow. I get it.
I don't fully know if I want to accept this as how it's going to be or not yet.
Trust me, it's how it's gonna be. I've tried. I couldn't undo mine.
Undo your what?
I look at my very obviously blue furred legs and blue markings all across my fur.
He's the Avatar, don't you know?
Yeah.
The very obvious that no one's ever pointed out aura that follows around me on the ground.
I don't think I've ever
I thought all
noticed.
bunny people were like that.
I've not really met too many Haragons in the past.
You can't hide it forever.
I'll
You just got to rip the band-aid off.
keep that in mind.
Except your inner persona.
At the same time, it is up to her. If she wants to take it slow, let her take it slow.
You do you, girl. Slay Queen.
Pop off.
And I'm gonna go walk to the alchemist shop.
Okay. Lebog, as you walk past, you walk to the alchemist shop. You do pass the Volpine. I don't know what anyone else is doing yet. As you go past, off the corner of your eye, you do see through one of the windows of the building. You do see Cyphers inside, sitting next to that tabaxi that you'd seen before. Their backs kind of to the window, kind of talking to one another.
Oh, is the elf nowhere to be seen?
You don't see the elf anywhere.
All right.
As for the rest of you, do you follow Laboog or do you go to somewhere else?
I mean, the Kiri and Lucky wanted to drag me along. I'm just meeting up with these two, the rest of the party by chance, so I'm going with them.
I follow Labu.
Okay. What about Rhea?
I'll just follow him around.
Okay.
Little guy. That
You
little
two
dog fella.
follow him. Grom, Lucky, and Kiri seem intrigued and are heading over to the Volpine Inn.
Hey, alright. Tag it along.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Upon getting inside, you would find the space is fairly busy. There's a decent number of people inside. There looks to be a few tables with like dice games and stuff set up. Only 2 look to be occupied. You would see, kind of looking around the room as well, just people of all spreads of life within here. Some of the people don't look like they are from this town either. They look like they may be visiting and they've just stopped in here. And you do notice upon entering too, off to the left, there is a set of couches that you can see. You see 5 individuals over there, one of which is Cypher and the Tabaxi. There is also another Lupin gentleman sitting next to a bard who is playing music and singing. And on the 3rd couch, there's just a pure black Tabaxi sitting there with her hood up, looking unamused by everything that's happening around her. Opposite side of the room, you would see a golden dragonborn kind of strumming at a lute while he's playing a dice game with a kobold gentleman that you don't recognize and a Lupin that you would recognize, specifically Kazak, the brother of Akira. We're all playing a dice game within this tavern.
No, I'm gonna have to go see what's up with him.
And not far from them, you do see an elven woman in a purple dress with very beautiful, like, silver hair playing a harp at the moment.
Oh, God.
I go gamble at the dice table.
You want to go... Oh, so did you follow Grom, Remus? Or did you follow the others?
Who went where?
The others went to the alchemist shop. Grom is the only one going to the... inn.
No, I'm not gonna follow Grom.
Okay, you would go to the alchemist shop.
He's stinky.
Yeah, he didn't wipe properly. He let it crust.
Shut the fuck up.
Says you one who's not even old enough to know how to. Shut up.
You're
That's
awful.
the only way to do it. You gotta let it flake off.
Right. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We know what the owl person's doing.
Hemorrhoids.
Yeah, you know what? It's now an 18 or lower as hemorrhoids.
Anyway,
I'll go to the alchemy shop.
Okay, so we'll go to the alchemy shop first. So you lot,
What?
the rest of you.
I thought they were gonna do his.
Oh no, this is them getting in there. I'm gonna let him think about what
Okay.
he wants to do. For those of you that went to the alchemy shop, you guys push inside. You would find. Let me see if I can get the notes that I need for who owns this alchemy shop. I clicked the wrong thing. I have lost my note. There it is. Inside the alchemy shop, you would find a dwarven gentleman. Kind of dressed in, this. He has a leather apron on that looks to have various chemical stains on it. Wearing a set of gloves. Currently sitting at an alchemy station, kind of like mixing various liquids, and he kind of glances over the glasses he's wearing, and says, "Give me one moment. I'll be with you in a second."
Plants.
He finishes, mixing what he's doing, sets down the vials in their little racks, pulls the gloves off, hangs them up. The moment you see him hang up, you see like these glyphs appear on the wall behind it, and the gloves seem to almost like be cleaned by whatever magic that is coming off these glyphs. He pulls his apron off, hangs it up as well. Same thing happens. Comes over and kind of pats his hands together and says, "How can I help you lot?"
Just coming in to see what kind of, if you got any potions you're selling.
Got potions, poisons, explosives. What you looking for in
Awesome.
particular?
Oh, I don't know much about potions. I'm just like, what can help in a fight.
Anything healing would do the trick. How much fighting are you planning to be doing?
Yes.
That's probably a good answer for around here.
We're trying to kill gods.
That, I mean, in a sense, technically,
Yeah,
adjacent.
you're not the first person to say something like that to me. Let's see what I got. And he starts like going through like shelves and stuff. He is able to sell you. He has a couple of potions of dragon's breath, or fire breath, I mean. He has a few potions of heroism. He has a couple potions of poison. A few healing potions up to what is the third level? There it is. He has
Supreme?
a few superior potions. Supreme is max. As well as several greater and common healing potions. He also has a potion of. He has a few potions of speed.
You got any potions for the cold or for rot?
Let me see. I swear there's one in here. Well, yeah, he does have potions that would help with the cold, yes.
I'll buy. How much are those going to cost?
Because you're in a desert, they're not going to be too expensive. You could get 5 for like 50 gold.
I'll get 10 then for 100.
Okay.
What's it called? Just potion frost cold resistant, frost resistant.
There's not really an item for it, but
I'll
just like
something
make a
then.
note that just like says like a potion for and it would last for like 12 hours is essentially the effects of the potion.
Whoopsie.
He also does, once again bringing up the explosives. Let me pull up the items that I'm looking for. Why can't I spell? There it is. He has a number of sticks of dynamite.
Any chance you'd have a rune powder barrel?
Not giving Gurun powder barrel.
Does he have anything with a rot? Or decay? Or anything like that?
No. You mentioned that, and he kind of shakes his head and just kind of says, we don't experience any kind of rot or anything around here.
You got anything that would burn for a long time?
You define burn for a long time. You mean like a Molotov?
Well, Molotovs only last for a few minutes. I need something that I could, say, hypothetically throw down, provide light for a few, like an hour or two.
If it's light you're wanting, it's there's easier ways than potions to do that. You could just get a flashlight or a lantern.
That's true. Hey, you got any? You got any acrid?
No.
Okay. Is that legal here?
It's frowned upon.
Okay.
As long as you don't cause trouble with it, nobody really cares, but nobody really uses it around here. A child like you definitely should not be using a substance like that.
Well, I was told I need to find God, so I'm trying to talk to him, but okay.
There's better ways to do that, but he kind of like looks.
That's not what I meant.
I was expecting you to question which god.
Well, I already got introduced to one God, and therefore they said it's creation, but they didn't specify what they create. Oh, God damn it, I'm talking to myself again. Where are the voices coming
Remus,
from?
stop it.
Yeah.
He's not here.
I keep hearing him in my head.
That's funny.
I'm gonna buy superior potions and some potions of speed.
Okay. How many are you wanting?
How many does he got?
Superior, he has 5. He will sell them for 500 apiece. And then for the potions of sped, he will sell those for 400 apiece, and he has 4 of them.
Okay, I will buy 3 superior.
You trying to use the
and
importer?
speed. I am. And then 2 speed. That's 22, 2300.
Did 3, so it's 15.
15 plus 8.
Yes, 2300. I was doing the same math, and I was like, "Why is this hard?"
How much is he selling greater healing potions for?
250.
250 a piece?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll buy 4.
Okay.
You said he had potion of poison?
Yes.
Uh,
It's just looks like a healing potion, but it's actually poison instead.
fake healing potion. I see.
And if it's forgotten
What
about,
else?
I'll start rolling for it to see if you accidentally drink your fake potion.
What else did he have?
He had potions of heroism and potions of fire breath.
Potion of heroism. What the fuck did you drink?
Gives temp hit points and gives you the blessed effects.
No concentration required. For an hour? Oh, how much is he selling those for?
Those would be 300 apiece. And he's got 2 of them.
I could grab 2 of them for the party. Just throw it in the handy haversack. It says 200 per, 300 per. What was it?
300 per.
Okay. I'll grab that.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 second. Let me check something. Does he have potions? You wouldn't have anything for like resistances or
The only thing I've got resistance-wise is potions of fire resistance, unfortunately.
cleared out.
What'd you say?
No clairvoyance spells?
No.
No potions? Okay.
It has gone abnormally silent.
Yeah. No, it's
Sorry.
there's a lot of
We're
thinking
thinking about
happening.
money.
Yeah, they're doing money stuff, and it's really difficult, even for me, the guy
Yeah.
who's not doing the calculations for the money.
Figuring this out. You wouldn't have potions of advantage. I didn't even know there's a thing. The fuck?
That's brand new.
Oh yeah, hell no. We don't do that. None of that shit. Alright, thanks.
Oh, it's a witch light. That was what it's from. It's actually not that new. I didn't realize they introduced that in witch light. It would be a fey potion.
It checks out.
Yeah, it checks out very well. Anything else you want from the
Actually-
nice dwarven man?
I'm gonna buy a potion of poison.
All right, let's fucking go. He will sell you that one for. Let me pull up the thing again.
That bootleg poison.
He'll sell it for
Shit
150.
Straight out of,
150 gold.
straight out of K-Lid.
Okay.
So now I gotta roll every time Jared wants to drink a math potion.
No, I know what potions I got.
Goes to drink
Thank
healing
you.
potion. This is gonna save me. Dies of poisoning. He says, "Be careful with that one. Safe travels."
Hey, before we go back to the tower, actually, you guys are just gonna go straight back to the tower, right? I was gonna go run over to like a general store or something. I want to grab. I feel like I was probably being a little insensitive to Lucky, so I'm gonna go see if I could get something to make her a little gift.
We could go do that. That's
Bro.
very nice of you, Remus.
Grom feels a disturbance in the force.
My God, Remus is growing.
Grom's mug splits in half, and he doesn't know why.
Grom now starts hearing Remus's voice.
Cold sweat, beard quivering. What's happening?
The kid is growing up. Oh no.
He makes one clone of himself and he starts adulting. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, right? Soon he might know how to wipe his own fucking ass.
Before this point, that damn grimoire was doing it for him.
That's why it's missing so many pages.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh God. Alright, I'm done. I'll be back when it's my turn.
Yeah, I don't know where I would need to go for this. I guess since he's not familiar with the town, he'd probably wander around with the group looking for the stuff. But he's looking for twine, beads, maybe some like semi-precious gems, stuff like that.
You would be able to find the twine and the beads at the general store. That's not hard.
Okay.
Precious gems.
You got like silk threads actually? I want to make it nice.
They have some like higher end twine that's not like
Okay.
higher end for this town. It'd be the
Alright.
stuff you find at Hobby Lobby.
He could Remus will be able to imbue and fabricate stuff as well, so it's fine. Actually, oh, fuck me. Is there anyone that just sells precious metals?
The blacksmith would be the only one that could sell you like golds and silvers and stuff because he's the one that does stuff with that.
All right, cool. I'd probably grab how much would a small gold bar run me?
$500 gold.
Could I say I just drop like, what, do you think 1200 would be enough to cover everything? Make it like nice quality?
I'll say with like the twine and the beads and stuff, and then adding the gold to it, I would say deduct. How much did I say the gold bar was selling good?
500.
500. I'd say put 6, and that'll cover it. Because twine's not that expensive.
600?
Yeah,
Okay.
twine's not that expensive, and the beads wouldn't be too pricey either.
All right, because I already have silver, so we're good there. Okay, yeah. All right, I got some stuff. I got a little arts and craft things I'll work on.
Okay. From there, where are you guys going?
I mean, I ain't got
Fine,
nothing
going
else to
wherever.
all. I'll probably just go back to the tower.
Yeah, you do know that Grom and 2 of your other compatriots are at the. Well, 3 of your compatriots now are at the Volpine Inn.
4 of our compatriots.
4 of them.
Oh, what is the other Remus doing with what's his name? Do we ever see them around town? Calcifer, is that his name?
Calcifer, yeah. You haven't
Yes, do
seen
we
them
ever s-
walking around town, though.
Okay.
But yes, you know a number of your compatriots are at the. What the fuck was that single piano cue? Scared the shit out of me.
Damn, bro.
I'll go to the tavern.
Okay, we'll jump to Grom real quick. Grom, you saw the people
Oh,
in
God.
the tavern. What would you like to? Who would you like to go and talk to?
So I start off by hard lock staring at Akira, what is it? A brother of Akira, you said?
Kezak.
Yeah, I'm like hard lock staring at him for like 3 full seconds. And then I kind of like shake myself out of it. I look over at the other 2. I go, find us a chair. I'll get those drinks.
We'll be at the
I
bar.
don't think we've. Oh, okay. I mean, hey, we're all going to the same spot.
Well, the
Um,
two of them say like they'll save you a seat at the bar.
I like huff and puff a little bit. I just like. I don't even know if I want to go over there. I might just stick with you two.
Do what you want, and Kiri kind of gives you a pat on the back.
What's Lucky doing? Is she joining her?
Lucky's going towards the bar.
All right. I'm gonna give a nice nod to Cypher, since I know he's here, and a sly wink, and I wander over to the bar. And I just like elbows up on the bar. I'm just like, so I was meaning to ask you how you've been doing, Kitty. This since the festival. What with the rot and all, I haven't been able to check in on you in a while.
Oh, yes, I'm over it now. I didn't get affected by the. Wait, did she get affected? Yeah. Sorry. She
Yeah,
said,
she
I'm
was
just.
eternally
Yeah, that's
cold,
right.
you
That's what
said.
it was. I was like looking at my notes again. She said, it's been a bit of adjusting to being cold all the time, but nothing a little bit of drinking from time to time doesn't help with.
Out of character, yeah. Let me fucking tell you, I actually had to turn down my AC just now. Fucking Christ, it's 66. I had to turn it down to 64 because I'm just like, But anyway,
Yeah, and as you're like asking this of her, like, you see a golden dragonborn behind the bar. There are 3 bartenders, by the way. 2 men and 1 girl. There's a golden dragonborn. There is a tabaxi, and then there is a human woman who is behind the bar. The golden dragonborn kind of comes over. It's kind of, cleaning a glass within his hands or whatever, and just says, what can I get y'all?
excuse me. I gotta think. I'll just get the plain whiskey, anything you have behind the bar. And I slide in a 4 silver pieces kind of forward. I don't know how much my drinks are gonna cover, so I'll at least see if I can't cover everyone else.
Yeah, he kind of like, you see him kind of like wave a finger at him, and you see the 3 coins kind of spin in a circle and then like lift off the table and slide into his pocket as he nods. The 2 of them,
I put God math. I put 6 more or 5 more along with the 1 up on the table. It's like I'll cover theirs too.
he kind of pauses, like seeing the more coin or whatever, and says that should cover 2 rounds.
Thumbs up, silver back in pocket.
Yeah.
I don't know how much beer is in this world.
Yeah, he
What if the economy's in shambles? I don't know.
he gets you all drinks, kind of giving you each your drinks or whatever. Carrie kind of like sipping hers. Lucky kind of stares at it for a second. You can see her kind of like holding it with both hands, just kind of like staring into it, almost staring at her own reflection in it. And then you watch as she just immediately just head back, like bottom of the cup in the air, just downs the entire tankard. And lets out a long sigh.
Feels like it's been a while since that, huh? As I take a sip from mine.
She nods and goes, It's the only thing that tastes as it
I would
used to.
just like to say, the entire time that all of this is happening, I'm taking glances back at fucking Akira brother. You said Akira's brother?
Yes, one of her brothers.
Okay, I keep forgetting.
Around this point
I
too,
gotta
like
write this down.
you keep doing that, and you definitely like you do it a number of times, and you're not sure if he's noticed you or not. And then you kind of see
I
like,
know he's noticed me.
yeah,
Fucker.
yeah.
It's obvious. He's Akira's brother. He already knows I walked in the building.
Yeah, there's one of the times you like glance over and he's like eyes looking directly at you, like balancing a knife on one finger. Kind of just like staring at you for a moment. Kind of a very smug look on his face. Very reminiscent of his sister. And then kind of like flicks the dagger into the air and it flips and sticks into the table and he picks up the dice and rolls them or whatever.
Insight. Is he trying to threaten me? Are we about to have a problem in this bar?
Roll me an insight.
Damn, alright. This is I need to actually know how much I rolled. This might matter. Fuck. Shit. Where the hell is my character sheet? Hello? Why do I have 7 tabs of YouTube open? What is this?
You tell me, man.
What's happening here? Where's my fucking character sheet?
I have every episode of Terminal Montage open. What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
They're all playing at the same time.
Terminal montage overload. Insight. Here we go. That is a dirty 20. I expected to have more in insight.
There's no ill intent. It's just him kind of. He's essentially fucking with you.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Honestly. I just don't know if he's like, out to get me or has bad feelings,
Yeah, no ill intent. It's also you just kind of get the feeling of like sort of a surprise that he saw you here, sort of thing.
It's like, DM, are this guy's vibes rancid?
Do I get a bad aura read? Is he aura farming on me?
He's 100% aura farming, but he's not doing it
Can I roll
maliciously.
for a vibe check, please?
Yeah, roll vibe check. Passes the vibe check. I will say though,
now that I know that I'm not about to cause a fight. I'm sorry, you were saying.
I was gonna say, as you're kind of looking at him and you kind of this realization of like he's not out to get you type thing. You do notice not far from where he is sitting, the elven woman, strumming on the harp, whatever. Something about her. There's like a pull to this woman, like something you find extremely attractive about this specific woman, and you can't put your finger on what.
She's casting fucking charm. You ain't even gotta tell me.
She's not even looking at you though. You see her eyes are closed, and she's strumming on this harp.
Bard, maybe.
Around this point, after this conversation has been had and stuff, the rest of the party arrives at the bar.
Fucking everybody's showing up. Goddamn.
The Boog, Ramas, Ria.
How many boob? Singular boob?
Le Boob.
Moon pipe.
And,
all right, just for my notes, what was Akira's brother's name again?
KEZ apostrophe AK. Kazak.
Sounds like a rapper's name.
Kazak?
Kazak.
No, no, K-Easy.
KEZ? KEZ, baby!
Oh. Congratulations, you gave the DM a nickname for him.
He's actually a rapper. He's actually a part-time rapper now.
We're going to Eminem. This is K-Easy.
Coming to you live from the Almorian Code. Anywho, let me pull up the map so you guys can see the tavern now that everyone is going to be inside said tavern.
I gave literally the whitest answer for who is a rapper that is famous.
So you all are inside the Volpine Tavern. You can see there are quite a few people, hanging out around. You can see where people are within the tavern now. So as you...
Guys, I don't mean to alarm you, but everybody in here is marked as evil.
A lot of red squares.
The bog, did you move yourself or am I... Oh, I put Rhea on top of the bog. That's what happened. There it goes.
Bar
When
fight.
you described the tabaxi, I was expecting an all-black tabaxi and not a tiger.
Are you talking? Not the one next to. Are you talking about the one at the bar?
I'm talking about the one all the way down at the end.
Oh no, she's sitting on her own. She's drinking. She's not one of the bartenders.
I know. I expected an all-black tabaxi, not a tiger.
No. The all black tabaxi's down here by the fireplace. Oh, you can't see her from where you're sitting.
Correct.
Anywho,
So I don't even know if she exists. I'm gonna get the fucking angle so I know the full layout of the thing. Wow. Anyway.
runs
As I
across
slowly
all
zoom back
runs
across
across all the tables.
What is Brom doing?
God, you're gonna get kicked out of another bar.
I gotta make sure I know what the entire bar looks like.
So yeah, you all enter. You would see on the far side of the room by the bar, you would see Kiri, Lucky, and Grom sitting at the bar talking to one another. You would see off to your left, you would see Cypher sitting with the tabaxi you'd seen him with before. Not even paying attention to anyone coming in the room by this point. He's like fully turned towards them and is like talking to them. And then off to your right, you lot would see the familiar Thallo sitting up at one of the tables. With
Bingham.
Thallo is right here. With the
Okay.
familiar Celzo, the kobold from the Black Claw, and the thief that you all met, well, except for Remus, you met the day that you stole the grimoire for Atlas. It was right here.
Who's this guy?
You would actually recognize them from the raid you did with the Black Claw. All the people that are there are Black Claw members, including the tabaxi that is talking with Cypher at the moment.
I thought they looked familiar. Why are they red squares?
Everything is going to be red squares because I didn't fucking program
No,
everything.
Akira's brother isn't. He's good.
He's blue.
and specifically everybody at this table.
It's probably all the people that I've been like, shit, I gotta fix this before they start attacking people. I've just kind of given up by this point.
Guys, I don't mean to alarm
Yeah, I
you,
don't
but,
mean to
like,
alarm you.
90% of this bar is giving off evil auras.
Why are they aura maxing? You cannot approach the bar due to the aura being produced by those sitting at the bar.
Do I need to roll a con check against the aura?
Fucking Hunter.
Actually,
I'm gonna go to these guys.
I want the woman to serve me. I'm gonna ask for milk.
What the fuck?
Okay. While you guys go to the bar, the bog heads over to the game table. As you do, you see Thallo kind of strumming on his lute or whatever and kind of looks up towards you and just says, "Ah, it's you again. I didn't think I'd see your face again after our last encounter."
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Life finds a way, I guess.
What are you,
Oh.
a fucking T-Rex?
I have a tendency to end up in places with high magical energy, so, here I am.
What's magical about this place?
I haven't figured that part out yet. Something drew me here, though. This one, however, and he kind of points over to Celzo and goes, "Tried to steal from me along the way, and now I'm stealing everything he's worth in a game of chance." Celzo looks
Yeah, that
kind of
sounds
like
about right.
irritated, like both elbows on the table, clutching like the sides of his head. You hear him kind of mutter, "How am I keep losing?"
Oh yeah, since I met you, I wanted to let you know I met your son, Baltazar.
Did you? He's been missing for some time, and I never was able to figure out where he went.
He got kidnapped by a witch and turned into a doll.
Definitely a different ending than I've heard from my other children. Has
Yeah,
he
I don't know where he is
since-
now.
I was gonna say, has he since passed, or is he alive somewhere?
Well, I would assumed that they all passed because there was like a bunch of people in there that were like from the way past. I assumed like a bunch of them died, but like one specific one survived with us, so maybe everyone's back alive somewhere.
Hmm. Let me check. And he kind of like, you see him kind of like set his loot down beside his chair, and he kind of like reaches into his pack, and you see him kind of like pull out like what looks to be a really old scroll, and you see him open it up and like mutter something. Do you speak Draconic?
Yeah.
You barely understand what he says as he says this. Like he says this and his voice almost like layers over itself for a second as he says this, and his eyes kind of glow slightly as he says this. And you can see the scroll itself kind of lights up. There's scrolling on it that you can't read or whatever. He kind of looks at it and nods and kind of shuts it closed and goes, "It would appear he has passed. A shame. I would have liked to have seen him again, but well, he's with the ancestors now, so he should be fine."
Damn, I wonder why that one person is the one that survived. Weird. Who knows? Maybe God, had a reason.
You want to know
Maybe God
my
has a preference.
you want to know my reason? I didn't have stat blocks for any of the other characters, and I was like, I'm not making them.
Wow.
He's from a previous campaign. I already had a stat block, so I was just like,
Got him.
don't care.
Sorry, Thalo. Apparently God hates your son.
He just says, though since we last saw one another, I assume your little entourage is doing well now.
From a certain point of view.
Are you fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Hey, Rhea, stay over there.
Yeah. This just kind of shrugs. He says, "You're breathing at least."
Yeah. You've heard about like the rot that's been happening everywhere, right?
Oh, yes. It tends to avoid me. I've scorched everything that I've seen so far.
Well, I mean, as you probably guessed, we had something to do with that. Well, no, we didn't. No, we didn't do it.
Yeah, you see the Lupin kind of give you a look, like eyebrow raised. Salzo kind of looks towards you confused, like, what?
No, the person that caused it is part of the Dragonheart Crusade, and they're after us. So
I knew you'd get it out eventually. And I assumed as much, considering all I've heard thus far. How's Ignitus doing?
oh well, he's got wings now.
That means his magic is developing. It's good to hear. He's still pursuing the ability to try to unlock what gifts I would have passed down to certain children in time that he
Oh yeah, he
never
is.
was born with.
He's still trying.
I hope he succeeds. It's the least I can do for him after everything that's happened thus far. And if it makes him happy, well, that's all I would want for him.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a were-dragon on our side.
That it is nice. Extremely. And he kind of gleams a little bit as he kind of says that. He definitely does turn the tides in battle. Even if some of us don't really care for the fight all that much. Salzo kind of turns towards you, just goes, "Do you have any money that I could borrow?"
I mean, I do. How much do you plan to lose?
I don't. And he kind of just like head goes down a little bit, and he goes, "I'm not trying to lose."
How much do you want?
He kind of like pauses for a second, kind of looks up, and goes, 100?
Okay. I'll give him 100 gold.
$1 million.
He looks really excited. You like give it to him. He just goes, he says, I will always remember this. And he puts it on the table. Within 3 minutes, it's all lost again. And his head's back on the table.
I don't know what I
Damn,
expected.
brother. Damn, brother.
He's just like head on the table, arms kind of like crossed over his head or whatever, and he's just like, why can't I win?
You just don't got the heart of the dice.
I swear to
What?
fucking God. Oh, no. And here I thought I figured I was the only one here in the call old enough to remember that fucking line. Or even watch the show.
Kind of just like sloops off the table and just kind of goes, I guess I'm done. Thallo kind of like chuckles a little bit, and he just kind of waves to Salzo and just kind of says, get yourself a drink, I'll pay for it. Salzo kind of gives a nod and kind of slowly makes his way over to the bar.
I wave him over. I see him coming. I wave him over.
Pauses,
Hell yeah,
starts
brother.
making his way over.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm paying for his fucking drink too. Why not?
All right. LeBog, you got anything else to say to Thallo?
No.
Okay. As you turn to like walk away from him, once again, the same thing Grom had experienced. You notice the elven woman playing the harp. Something about her attracts you to her. You're not sure.
I'm talking about this too to the other guys. I'm just like, I've had charm cast on me a few times, but like, there's something about this elf. Like, it just, ugh. Oh no, it doesn't feel right.
Well, you can probably take care of it by telling her you don't wipe your ass.
Hey, that's a Remus thing, not
Yeah,
me.
Rhea, you say that, and you kind of glance towards the elf. You get the same sensation.
She's got bedroom aura.
Or
I like lean over the bar. I stare at her. I'm like, what?
Lucky kind of nods and goes, I get that.
I mean, I look back at the elf. I like look at the bar. I'm like, I'm not saying she's bad looking, but not my type.
I would go to stand up and walk away from this table, but then I just sit back down and just stare at the elf.
Okay. As you do, Thallo kind of like gestures towards the board and says, you want to try your hand?
Sure.
All right. Roll me a d20. That's not what I wanted to do.
Boy looks at the table and randomly blurts out D20 plus 1.
What does that mean, Talon?
That was a complete accident. I was like, that's not what I meant to type at all. What the fuck? You roll. You know, first round, immediately he outrolls you. Essentially, all this dice game is like, I don't remember the rules of dice, but I'm like trying to remember what things are worth more than others. I think it's like supposed to be the highest number, except for Snake Eyes always wins or something. Like doubles is worth more or something like that. But he essentially, you know, first round wipes the floor with you.
I mean, you could always just add a D20 plus 1 and see what happens.
No.
I'm not even really paying attention to the game. I'm still just staring at this elf woman.
I
But I'm like
recognize. I'm like
barely paying
mentioning
attention, rolling the
to-
dice.
You hear him like, he's like, I put in 30. Kazak does the same. He says, you know, I will as well.
What? We're fucking conspiring, me and Labog at the same time. It's like, I just turn and look at the elf. It's like, I recognize her. She was at the festival, wasn't she?
Said they both put in 30.
Yes, they both put in 30.
Well, I guess I'll put in 30.
You put in 30. You know, roll me the d20 again. Ooh. Holy shit.
I don't like how long Evan has been typing in chat.
It's scary.
Sorry, I'm on the phone. One sec.
Oh,
Running your dissertation.
Yeah, I need to head out.
you manage to beat him for it. You get 90 gold pieces. He kind of frowns a little bit and goes, huh. Must be a lucky break then. Seems my winning spree has ended.
It seems like it, I guess. I mean, it was just one.
Well, I haven't lost a round yet, so maybe things are changing.
Maybe. I had to
okay.
get some of my money back that Salzo lost.
Fair enough. All of you, as you're kind of like sitting there, though, like staring at this elven woman, is there anything else you'd like to talk about while you're doing this?
One more time?
Is there anything else you'd like to talk to each other about?
No, I'm kind of just back and forth talking between these two.
Keep
Oh,
glancing
that
over
I
to the
would-
elven woman.
Yeah, I'm just like, I swear to God, I fucking recognize her. Why is she trying to cast a spell on the bar? It's so weird.
Okay.
Eventually, I kind of like turn, and I'm just like, I should go say hi to Kazak. I should.
Lucky by this point, who's now fucking plastered. Goes, go say hi to your friend. He'd be
I look at her,
fine.
look back at Kazak, and look back at her and go, I'm sure you would, but I mean, y'all are the ones who did invite me out here. I just don't want to be abandoning you.
You're not abandoning anyone. You came back for me when I was distraught.
Aye, true. What's Carrie doing? Is she nodding?
She just nods.
She agreeing?
Yeah, she agrees. She's kind of like,
Inhale in.
yeah, she's kind of talking to
Oh.
Celzo, like, as this is happening, kind of like glances over as, like, the conversation starts, and gives you a nod.
Inhale in, inhale out. I stand up. I'm gonna go wander over.
Okay. Wrong way.
I'm sure. I'm
Wrong way.
assuming he-
Wrong person. He's over here. Kazak's right here.
Are you sure? Are you sure that's not him right there?
No,
One of the characters you've literally showed me is part of fucking Akira's family,
no, that's Thorn. That was one of the Black Claw members.
brother. Where was he?
Over here, where Thello is.
I can't. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I would have noticed him during the fucking one thing then, because I know he was there.
He did not show up for another event. Maybe I did. Maybe he did. I don't remember. Anyways,
All right, you may just be using the same profile pic. I remember the
Maybe.
profile pic with the other thing.
maybe. Yeah, you kind
I'm
of
not
come
gonna get that
over.
close. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, as you kind of come over to, like, the elf kind of finishes her music, whatever, and stops. Kind of like lets out a sigh. Kind of smiles a bit. Kind of like looking over the bar, not really looking at anyone in particular. Kind of notices the two of you though, standing not too far away. She kind of like looks towards both of you, kind of like does a little like finger wave towards the two of you, almost flirtily. Both of you kind of feel like a tightness in your chest as this happens.
I fall into a heart attack and die. This is it.
Damn,
This is how my character ends.
new character already. Goddamn.
Nah, I'm giving her the side eye the whole time, cause I don't know. I don't know how I feel about her.
Wait, who did
Oh.
what?
The elf gave
She's
you the
waving
little
at him.
like flutter fingers wave towards you.
I'm still just deadpan staring at her.
Yeah, and she kind of like
I'm gonna give her a little sly smile.
yeah, she gave you like the flirtatious look with like the flutter fingers.
There's enough women in my life as I walk up.
To Kazak.
Muttering to myself.
And Kazak, as you kind of like come over, without even turning, just goes, I was wondering when you'd come over and say hi. It's been a while.
I raise my hand like I'm gonna say something and I drop it. I bring it back up and I go, I was trying to gauge if you had any ill will towards me.
Why would I have ill will to someone who worked so not vigorously, so effectively for my sister?
I mean, there is the one big red flag, like what happened to your brother.
Occupational hazard.
While I agree, there's some out there that might think it's my fault. I didn't know if you were one of them.
No, he put himself in that mess. He was your team lead.
That's the problem I have. I was his teammate. Believe me, whatever ill will that people have towards me for it, I have the same thing. I'm just being cautious.
He shrugs. He says it could be worse. You could have slaughtered your own team at some point. You know, by your own hands.
I'm assuming you have some experience with that one. Or at least someone you know.
I killed a few traitors, yeah. No one knew they were traitors at the time, though. It just looked like I killed them out of cold blood, but you know. Sister didn't care.
Sly smirk. The end goal is making sure it gets past the sister, eh?
If she wanted any of us dead, we would be dead before we even knew we were. Or we'd be possessed by something that she's summoned. She does scare the most of us.
I kind of nod and I go, Aye, she's one of my few fears too.
So what brings you out this far into the desert?
I'm actually on assignment from Akira. I kind of thumb over my the towards Labog and I go, I'm with this lot, or at least he's part of the lot.
Ah, the Grimoire Snatchers. I was wondering what you were doing out here. I didn't know that you guys were on another job. He's looking towards you now, Lebog.
We've been on this job for a couple zeniths.
We haven't, especially the last like couple weeks or a month. It's been constant.
Are you still working for the Iron Hearts, or is this a new employer?
Ironheart.
Interesting. Nope, the details are none of my business. I assume you lot are doing some treasure hunting or something for that interesting fellow.
You could say that. Either way, it's I'm glad I cleared that air and got that off my chest. I'm gonna hold out my hand, gentlemanly.
He shakes it.
I kind of lean in a little bit and I go, now if you excuse me, I got some lady friends to get back to.
Oh, of course. You always did. You always did have a slight priority for such endeavors.
I'll point the finger at him and go, hey, only I can point out to my flaws.
He kind
I
of
give him a little wink.
he kind of leans in a little close and says, "Oh, it's good my sister never fell for you. You may not still be here if she had."
Firm shake, let go. I'm gonna walk away.
He's smirking again.
This fucking guy, this fucking douchebag, I knew you were gonna do some shit like that, brother. I fucking the entire way back.
Well, I should take my leave. You see Kazak kind of like get up, kind of stretch a little bit, and says, "It's been fun, Thallow, I think it was. Next time I'll win against you if I do cross paths with you yet again." Thallow says, "I look forward to the time you certainly try." Kazak turns, kind of heads towards the door, disappears outside. The bog, as you are sitting there, the elven woman kind of gets up and kind of slowly kind of meanders over and just kind of says, "Did he say you were why is it moving that way? Did he say you were treasure hunting by chance?"
No.
He did.
You see her eyes kind of like light up a little bit. And, you know, she says, "I'm a bit of a scholar myself, researching ancient runes and artifacts and such. I don't know if there's anything you found that might be interesting. Anything you're willing to share, of course."
Would it be willing to share with you or with Mithra?
She looks confused. She says, "Mithra? I don't know anyone by that name."
I want to roll insight.
Give me an insight check. She's telling the truth.
What kind of treasure do you hunt for?
I've not done a lot of hunting yet, mainly because I can't get too many places that are. I'm not good with danger at the moment. I've mostly done research on things that others have been able to bring to me.
What kinds of things?
She kind of, reaches. She kind of reaches into the. She's like a like almost like a satchel on her hip that she pulls out like a journal or whatever. Kind of like opens it up and like kind of flips through it, kind of showing you, like there's magical staves that she has information on. There's various rings that she's encountered. There is a note in there of a mask that she's heard about, and you would recognize the picture of it. It is the fox mask, but she has no information on it. And there's like a sticky note on that page that just says like priority, essentially. Like this is something she deeply wants to find out about. There is also a few other things in there that you've never heard of. They don't have titles on them, but one looks to be an odd kind of. That's not what I meant to push. Don't quickly click. You'd see like this weird. I was trying to get the description for one of the items I have. You'd see the description for a. It almost looks like the picture of like a rapier of sorts that has like very odd looking like pommel on it. Almost having like a very similar like there's a like fox head on it as well. There looks to be a mirror of sorts that looks to be fractured that's also on it. Within this book, I mean. It also doesn't have a name as well. She says, I've found all kinds of different things, and there's a few things that I've gotten a small bit of information on before they eluded me. Or were stolen by thieves and such who managed to catch up to me.
Mm-hmm. And you were searching for all this stuff on your own?
Most of it is stuff that I've come across in passing, where I've met adventurers in taverns and such, and was able to get a hold of some items overnight to be able to research them and return them in the morning. Others, I've had a few parties that I've traveled with from town to town in order to get information on some of the items they carried. I've also managed to get access to a few magical archives to be able to research some of the stuff they have within. She kind of like closes the book after she like kind of shows you most of it and just kind of says, "Oh, where are my manners? My name is Yuko." She kind of offers you a hand.
I'll shake it.
You shake her hand or whatnot. She and what might your name be?
The Bog. Nice to meet you.
Bog. I've heard that name before. I'm having trouble remembering where I've heard it before. Definitely in passing.
Well, most people tell me they use it because they know it because of YouTube.
That would make sense. I have heard of this from a few people. I'm not exactly tech savvy. More old-fashioned, hence the journal and things. And she kind of puts it back into the pouch. Just says, do you want to get a drink? She kind of gestures towards the bar.
I don't usually drink.
Right.
I drank one time, and I don't remember what happened after that. So,
Sounds like you had a exciting night.
I mean, I don't think so.
She shrugs. It's all perspective, I guess.
I guess I could be persuaded to one drink. Nothing strong though.
Just an ale. That's all we have to get.
Okay.
She kind of, starts heading towards the bar over here.
I
Kinda-
can't zoom out.
What do you mean you can't zoom
He's
out?
lost control. He can't control himself.
I can't control myself. She goes to like the sidebar here.
When I see him sit down, I raise my glass to him and give him a big toothy smile.
I look very confused.
I don't know what's going on. I just see
yeah.
him sitting down with a pretty elf
Yeah,
lady.
you see Grom do that. You see Lucky look towards you, and she kind of like squints her eyes a little bit, kind of like that like jealous girl look, I guess.
I again am looking very confused at her. I give her a small wave.
She kind of like pulls her head back a little bit and kind of looks back at her ale, and looks down at it, and then just like starts chugging it again.
Rhea sitting next to her will say, "What's ailing you?"
I swear to fucking God.
The log dies.
the bar explodes. Lucky looks towards you, Rhea, unamused. She kind of squints at you next, and then kind of goes back to her ale.
I'll go back to
I
drink my
mean-
water then.
You probably do need to slow down a bit.
Yuko, gets 2 drinks for you, kind of gives you one. Starts drinking hers. She's just like, tell me about your adventures, if you don't mind. Very much like to know what things you've seen out there that possibly are new and exciting.
Oh well, that's a lot. You see, and I blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it goes
I
through
just
a whole.
start yapping. I don't tell her about any of the artifacts we found yet.
Okay.
I'll tell her about just some random stuff. I don't remember. I assume I bought them somewhere, like my metal armor and stuff.
Roll me. Roll me
I'll
a.
definitely. It's not a magical artifact related, but I will tell her about meeting Antony and what happened to me, in
Okay.
case that's any significance to her.
Roll me a wisdom save. For no particular reason.
What do you mean by that? Nuts.
Okay.
Wait, no. I ain't doing this.
It's not a saving throw against something. I needed this to figure out if you would be paying attention to how much you're drinking, or if you would just keep drinking without realizing it.
Yeah, no, I ain't falling for that. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. So you only go through one drink. There is a second one that does appear at some point, but you don't touch it. And she, whole time locked in on what you're saying, kind of nodding, writing things down. Very much enjoying your stories. It's just as it kind of comes to an end, she's had 2 or 3 drinks by this point. Kind of nods and goes, "It all sounds very, very exciting." Definitely new things that are compared to what I've heard from other people in the past.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff out there.
Especially nowadays, of course. Things are only getting weirder.
Mm-hmm.
There's I know the dwarf seemed to have been a friend of yours. Is there others within your party that are around here?
Yeah, I point at the whole like group of the 5 of them sitting over there.
They're all
I'm
sitting.
including Salzo, but not including him at all.
Salzo's like
Unfortunately, he's included.
Salzo is face down right now, like snoring, and he's still holding like his ale in his hand too, while he's like face down on the counter snoring. Like to the point that you'd see like there's a snot bubble that's like inflating and then shrinking.
Yeah, they
He needs
are.
to blow
And
his
then,
nose more often.
you know, I actually saw you talking to him earlier, and I'm gonna point all the way over at Cypher.
Oh, yeah, he was I was being introduced by the tabaxi that's with him. She's been hanging out here a few days, and I got to know her a little bit. He was introducing me, or she was introducing me to him. He seems to have
Doesn't sound like a good introduction.
He has an interesting ailment, but I don't think he was too much interested in talking to me, and he seemed a bit awkward about talking with me.
Yeah, he's like that. Oh, you know a lot about artifacts, random magical stuff. Have you ever heard of the stable mechanical anchor pendant?
The name is familiar. Let me think here. The last place I remember hearing about it was an adventurer who, I believe, pawned it off to a topaz dragon. I want to say that's the information I have.
Do they know where the topaz dragon was? Any other information?
I believe the adventurer I'd met in Tiberia, I think Malport was the town that I'd run into him at. It was either around there or maybe the meat grinder, but I'm not entirely sure. The details are fuzzy by this point.
Mm-hmm. It's a dragon. He's probably gone a lot of places anyways.
It is a possibility. Are you all staying anywhere tonight? She kind of like looks towards you again, kind of like a little awkward about the question.
I mean,
Do
we
I
are
see
staying
this? Can
somewhere.
I insight roll this?
Sure.
Oh my fucking god, that's a dirty 20.
You can tell she's like asking him, you from where you could tell, like you can tell she's blushing a little bit.
I give like a slow golf clap. like 3 or 4 like claps, and I just go back to having my conversation.
You do that, you see
What time
Lucky.
is it, by the way?
By this point, it's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
Hmm.
You see Lucky, as you kind of do the golf clap, you see Lucky also has noticed this happening, and she kind of like puts her head on the table, and she kind of like very closely kind of just hits her forehead on the table over and over again.
All right. See, now I gotta do this. Do I know? I'm assuming I noticed that.
You would, yeah, you would also notice that. I'm just lucky, like, doing that as well. You can tell Lucky is jealous in some way.
I, I lift my drink and I go. I didn't know you felt like that towards him.
She kind of like lifts up and goes, but like what towards who? She kind of like, rubs her face a little bit, like, you know, brushes off her forehead a little bit, like takes her drink and kind of like looks around quickly and like drinks it again.
Now, Lucky, I know that you've been through a lot, and I know that you probably don't know me all that much. Oh, but I'm not that stupid.
I never said you were stupid.
I'm not saying you were, but I see a reaction, and I see who you were doing it toward.
I don't know why I'm even feeling like this, alright? There's one time.
Hey, it's more than I knew.
More than the bog knows.
Yeah, Lamont doesn't. Yeah. She just kind of like sits there, like holding her tankard for her. She's like, it was one time.
Listen, if there's nothing there, there's nothing there. If it doesn't go beyond the one time, well, what else is there? How many have I had by this point? Should I roll a con?
Yeah, roll me a con save. Let's see how blackout you are, because
Oh no. Damn, I rolled a 13.
you're not gonna remember tonight.
Damn. Yeah, so I'm flat out telling her, like, yeah, I mean, if there's nothing there, there's nothing there, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
If
and
it
she
was
just like
just
she downs the rest of her tankard.
if you've had a life like I've had a life, the ones that leave immediately aren't worth worrying about. I don't think of any of them. They ain't worth worrying about. I don't even know where they are at this point.
She gives a nod, kind of like pushes the tankard forward. The bartender kind of comes over, refills it. She's you're right. You're right.
I tried to be whenever I can.
It takes a sip of her drink again, then kind of like you're not fully sure if she's aware of doing this or what, but she kind of like leans towards you a little bit. Roll me a dex saving throw real fast.
Oh god. A dex saving throw?
Yeah, dex saving throw.
That's a another dirty 20. What the
Okay.
fuck?
You're
What the fuck?
the antler near her, one of her antlers nearly pokes you in the eye. You kind of like catch it before it does, and kind of like move it in a way, and then she kind of like sits back up, kind of hiccups a little bit.
I pat her on the back and I go, "Nice try. I see what you're doing here."
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. She kind of gets up, kind of heads over.
All right, now I have to ask because there's a two-way thing happening here. What's Kira's reaction to this? Has she been paying attention to fucking what's his face? I forget his name for some reason. Thanks, Brain.
The bog.
No, the other one. The fucking kobold
Celzo?
right next to her.
She's not paying attention to
Yeah.
him once he passed out. You can definitely tell she's humored by him, but like nothing beyond that.
I turn back to being like at the bar, and I go, "Is this?" What I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Eh, I can see something happening, but I don't know what it is.
She shrugs, says, anything's possible, I guess. And you can tell, like, she's only had, like, 2 drinks in total. She's definitely, like, very sober still. And she's just like,
He says,
No, she just kind of says, it does seem like you care a lot about her safety with everything.
I kind of roll my eyes at her. And I go, that's very descriptive. Like, I don't care about the majority of people here.
She shrugs and she says it's just new to me.
I kind of like lean into my drink, lean forward a little bit. I go, I guess I'm just, I don't know. I guess I'm just used to one being the chaser. I'm not used to having affection shown to me outside of what I give other people, you know? And I don't even know if, like, I want affection that way. I care, but I don't know if that's what I want.
Understandable. I'll tell you the truth, I'm kind of the same way. Though, without the caring for other people as much. I'm a bit apathetic about most things.
I kind of look at her. I'm just like, including me?
I don't know. I've been quiet.
I shake my mug at her. I go, this is what I'm used to.
She kind of laughs a little bit. And then just says, I'm still figuring things out.
Especially with what's been going on of late. I'm still trying to do the same.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need the roll. Okay, I was rolling to see if I end up just like the fucking
Kobold passing the fuck out. She kind of like gets up, like pats your shoulder, and says, "I'm gonna go check on Lucky."
Please do. I feel awkward going in there by myself.
And Lebog, you just gonna hang out with Yuko the rest of the time, or?
I mean, no one else is, trying to signal me for anything, and I'm not really.
She just kind of.
I don't know what's going on with them over there.
Yeah, you just saw like one by one the girls leave, and you're just like, "What the fuck's happening?"
Probably would have noticed Lucky look at me, like start smacking her head on the table, and then walk away. And I'm just like, I don't know what that's about.
What does that mean? I'm so confused.
They keep looking at me and making gestures, and I'm like, what are they doing? So yeah, I'm just sitting here yapping at her.
Yeah. So you could.
I would like to direct everybody but the stream's attention to the Discord chat.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yapping alert.
So Yuko does ask you if you had a place that you were staying tonight.
I mean, yeah, we're all staying here tonight before we leave.
Oh. I got you. She kind of trails off a little bit. Roll me an insight.
Damn.
That's crazy. You get the feeling that she's trying to spend the night with you. But with that natural 20, you come to the realization there's more than just... There's a little more to it than just what it seemed like on the surface initially.
Do I get the feeling that it's sinister at all?
There's
That there's evil intentions?
there's no malice behind it. There does seem to be something almost selfish and self-fulfilling out of it.
She's trying to get in bed with a famous streamer, brother.
You also get...
She's a gold digger.
There's a familiar aura to her that you're now starting to realize that you have definitely felt before.
Yeah, she's a fucking roadie, brother.
Can I roll something to figure out what that feeling is?
Roll me Arcana.
Oh no.
A fucking Arcana.
All right, RNGesus.
Let's see it, baby.
No.
Woo! Yeah.
It's just familiar to you. You can't put finger on it.
You say it's... What kind of feeling was it?
A familiar one. Like the aura is like a very familiar aura that you're catching from her.
I'm just gonna... Something about you feels familiar. But I can't tell what it is.
In what way?
I don't know. But it's just so familiar. Have I seen you before?
I don't think we've met before.
This is weird. I'm starting to panic. I don't say that out loud. I don't say that out loud.
Bart, I don't mean to alarm you.
I'm starting. The bog's starting to panic. The bog is starting to panic because a woman wants to fuck him, and he doesn't know what to do about that.
The streamer's like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Remus is
And
sitting
now-
there at the bar, just like, come on, Remus, you can do it, or come on, LeBog, you can do it. Turn and kiss her, do it on stream for the VOD.
I gotta look to see if any of my features will help me.
What did the mods say? Get a mod poll going.
Is anything watching me through the ethereal plane, Tyler?
No.
Okay.
Is there a ghost? Ruh-roh.
I'm panicking.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. Oh god.
So speaking of sex, did you know that in the modern Pokemon games, you give your Pokemon a sandwich that makes them have sex more often, if you want to produce eggs.
Oh? I too fuck more
Yes.
when I eat sandwich.
And it's
I'm
like,
sorry,
yeah.
fucking what? Anyway, let's continue.
So maybe Rablog just needs a sandwich to up his confidence.
Time to drink more, LeBog.
Which how you
Why
do
is she
the
so familiar to me?
actually Lucky in disguise all along. No, I'm kidding.
What the fuck? it's like the fucking Blackwater Mansion all over again.
What's your choice,
I swear to
LeBog?
God, if this is Kovanis.
And that's a funny twist I never would have thought of, but that's a pretty funny twist. You get in bed with her, and then it's just like, surprise! That is some shit Quilvanus would do to somebody that knows.
Surprise the bog. You're gay now.
What does that make you, Quilbonus? He's like, I'm a god. I can choose what I want to be.
Meanwhile, I think Labog's response would be, "Oh yeah, would you look at that?"
Seems I've been fucked by my god yet again.
Is there anything else I could roll to try to figure out why she's familiar?
History. DC is gonna be higher.
No. I got a -1 anyways. No.
Your brain is just like, you're panicking so much, you're short circuiting.
And you're certain you don't know anything about why you'd be familiar to me?
She shakes her head no.
Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
If he happens to look over but to me, I'm just like rolling my hands. Just like get on with it.
Come on.
I again look very confused at Grom. Like, what are you doing?
Circle with one hand, pull with other. In, out, in, out.
You see, I see you doing that. And I'm just very still. I said I wasn't concerned about it, but I'm still very concerned on why she's familiar to me.
Bug's freaking out.
I've basically pushed the revelation that, like, hey, she wants to ding dong me.
things
that
have
panic
escalated.
is gone.
Yeah, things have escalated. But it's not the escalation. It's now the, who the fuck are you? Why do I know you?
I'm panicking. I'm down in the other drink.
Okay, roll me a con save with that drink, because you're downing it really quickly. I want to see how the alcohol would affect you immediately. Okay.
Nuts.
You're decently buzzed now. You're a little looser than you were. Your worries are starting to melt away with the drink.
Okay. Maybe it really is nothing. But it's something.
But it's something. So are you accepting her offer that she hasn't exactly said, but is kind of offered without saying it?
No. The Bog is a man of panicking class. He wouldn't fuck anyone he just met, no matter how familiar she feels.
I'm a gentleman, tips fedora.
M'lady.
M'lady.
Bends ears into shape of fedora.
Ow.
And she kind of like, she kind of like show a disinterest in it. She kind of lets out a sigh.
I get the feeling of what you're saying, but I have to politely decline.
You sure there's nothing I can't do to change your mind?
I'm sure. No matter what charming magic you were trying to put on me when you were playing that instrument earlier.
That was just
Which
my
was very
natural
lovely.
charm.
Like, yeah.
Sure.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Roll me an insight. God damn!
What the fuck?
She sighs. This is alright. It was worth a shot. I don't know why it has her name as new actor 98 in the list. All right. She kind of gets up. She just says, "Well, you enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gonna get some air."
You too.
She heads off.
I look over at Rhea and I just go, he missed his shot.
He didn't take his shot. I guess you
Nah.
miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Nah, this is definitely a shot he took, but I guess he forgot how the gun worked.
You say that, and Stelzo kind of pops back awake and goes, says, "Shots, guns," and then falls out of his chair and just kind of hits the ground with a thud, and then just kind of like lays there and just kind of scratches his head, just like, "Ow."
I get up, I stumble, I gotta save. I think I would pass with like a 17 deck save on getting
Yeah,
out of the
yeah.
chair in blackout state.
Gun was cocked, but it was blocked.
Damn, I help him
Yeah.
out. I was like, my guy, it's not actual guns. Come on.
As she would have
Also-
gotten up and walked away, I'd walk over to the others.
Okay, yeah, move your token.
Does he happen to hear us talking about
Yeah,
how
you
he
would
missed
see
his shot?
Celzo hit the ground and hear them with your very long, good hearing ears.
Why did that sound mildly racist?
That wasn't supposed to be mildly racist.
Nah, that sounded mildly sexual. Come on, those long hearing ears.
All right, God. I see how it is.
What the fuck? Not what I was trying to do at all.
Then don't say it like that. Easy.
What are you guys talking about?
Nothing. We're just talking about. I look over at Rhea. I'm gone, so I'm just like, please help me, bail me out here.
Celzo kind of looks at you and goes, "Why the fuck does my head hurt?"
It's probably
you
because
just
you
fell.
bounced it off of some nice looking hardwood.
No, I wouldn't fall.
Tell that to the bump on the back here. I turn back to Rhea, just like, please, dear God, help me.
No.
What were all those like hand gestures and stuff you were making at me too? Like what was going on there? Are you guys talking about me?
I sigh. I go, yeah, I was. I was trying to get you with the lady friend, and you screwed it up.
Why would I want to get with someone I just met?
I look at him. And I look at the door she went to. And I look back and I go, because did you see her?
Well, I did.
Fucking streamers, man. Go touch grass.
We've been touching grass like the whole. All I do is touch grass.
There's no
Touch it
grass
more.
here. It's a desert.
Go,
All right,
what do you
Salzo,
mean?
shut up.
It's right there outside that window. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I see grass right there. There's
The
like
map-
hedges too.
The map got fucked up. We don't talk about that. There's an importing error.
Yeah, sure, God. I just lean on the cat on the bar and just like, oh my god.
Also, putting aside that I just met her part, there was something weirdly familiar about her, and I just don't know what it was.
Yeah, she was at the night claw thing, the fucking one wolf lady.
Was she?
Yeah. Half of the people here are. Except for that one that I point over at the tabaxi on the end of the bar. It's like, I have no idea who that is, but everybody over at the thing over here, everybody that was at the table over there, they were all at the thing.
No, I'm pretty
It's
sure I
on her.
remember her being there. She's not on my notes.
What the fuck was that?
Can I roll a history? Was she at that little fucking thing?
Roll a history with disadvantage. You're blackout drunk.
Alright. Disadvantage history. I got a 14.
You don't recall if she was there or not.
Darn. I mean, you could always, like, check your VOD or something, but...
Are you talking about the meeting when we went with the Black Claws to hunt down the robot?
Whatever her name was, revenge for her son or whatever. We met her at, like, a warehouse.
Not like a werewolf, but a house instead. I'm kidding.
How big is a warehouse? What's the strength on a warehouse? How does one get bitten by a warehouse? Who the fuck is that? Where are they going? I saw that. You can I may be drunk, but you can't sneak this past me, fucker.
You swear you saw Cypher and someone else go in a back room?
I did more than swear. Hold on, I want to roll for this. Can I roll for this?
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Perception. With disadvantage.
Huh. Oh, no! Okay, no, it doesn't even fucking matter at that point. I rolled a 2.
You swear you saw Cypher, but you're not entirely sure.
I mean, I still got an 8. I kind of have an idea. But my vision blurs right as I notice. I'm like, huh?
I swear I know that man.
I think I know. I was just like, I don't know what's going on over there, but yeah, whatever. I'm tired.
Yeah, so I don't know where you're remembering her from, because I don't remember her from that.
I'm telling you, I swear she was at that meeting with the thing. Check it or VOD or something. If you know her, odds are she's on your stream somewhere.
I don't know what meeting you're talking about. What meeting?
With the freaking Nightclaw lady who was trying to get revenge for her son's death or whatever.
Yeah, no, she wasn't there.
Are you sure?
You're talking.
I'm sure it's not in my notes.
You're talking about ZZ. She was angry about that, and I got quite a chewing out for that.
Who's saying that?
That's Kelzo. Celzo
who's
saying
talking?
that. Celzo is saying that as he like leans against the bar, like one hand kind of like pressed against his forehead. I'm just like, I got chewing out for that one.
Do you remember her from it?
She's not a part of the Black Claw. If that's what you're asking.
I swear I've seen her before. She wants something. I already know she does.
She did. She said she's like a magic artifact scholar. She had like a bunch of like research notes and stuff on like magical items. She had like an empty page for the fox mask with like a sticky note that said priority on it. So she's heard of it at least.
My eye, so you know, in real life, my eyes crossed like halfway through.
Yeah.
That.
Salzo kind of jumps over to the stool next to you, and it kind of like tips, and he like falls over a little bit and kind of wraps his arms over your shoulders, Grom, and just says, he just kind of mutters to you, just goes, "I bet she wants to hide the cucumber."
I kind of like push him back, and I think, what do you think I was trying to get Lebog to do?
I gotta
I
roll.
mean,
I gotta roll a
Just
save to
think of
see
the
if you.
content
I-
for his stream.
I gotta roll to see if you knock him to the ground. No, he goes backwards. The stool kind of wobbles back and forth, and he kind of like stands there, like shaking his arms wildly, and then kind of stands there and goes, "I'm good."
I tell him, like, what do you think I was trying to get Lebog to do? Think of the content for the stream.
one, I don't think they would really like that on stream.
Salzo kind of points at you and goes, "If you're not gonna do it, I'll try."
I mean, go for it, I guess. I'm not really interested in her anyways.
He nods to himself. He goes to take a step. He falls from the stool, lands on his side, and passes out immediately.
The worst part is about that is you turned him and it looked at that fucking like white thing in the background looked like a bed. I'm like, damn, he really swapped out the token with him laying in bed.
Yeah, he's passed out unconscious now.
I was zoomed all the way out, by the way, for everyone's
Yeah.
knowledge. So after that, I turn back to Little Bong and I go, "Listen, I'm just saying you're missing out. What's happened to the other two? Is the Curie and Lucky?
I don't know. I saw them run to the bathroom earlier. But I don't know.
It's been a minute.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Revelation. I never got her last name. I should have asked for the last name. But, oh wait, you weren't here at that.
Who?
You, Grom. Sorry, this was with Thomas. But when we went on the mission to liberate that singer lady, when we stole the tickets to get into that place, she had the same name as one of the people that was on the tickets.
Huh?
And those tickets were from like,
Yo, they're leaving together. They're definitely butt buddies. I saw that.
I don't know if they were all magical artifacts, but one of them on the tickets was Magical Artifact Hunter. It would make sense that one of the other tickets at least was a Magical Artifact Hunter. Hey girls, how's it going? But
I'm getting off of the table. I'm helping to get Salzo like out of the way, and it's slightly more comfortable.
Curie kind of comes up and says, "I think we're gonna go back to the tower. Lucky could use some sleep." You see Lucky's like strung over her slightly, just like arms over. Antlers are kind of, you can see that Curie has like tied up a cloth around one of the antlers so it doesn't poke her in the face.
Hold on.
how you doing, Lucky? You were making some weird faces earlier.
No, talk to me.
What?
And she kind of does like the cat claw gesture towards you. Very like weakly.
Are you want to like scratch me or something? What does that mean? Are you? What did I do?
I pick up Salzo and I go, I think I got another one that needs to go too.
Lucky kind of perks like what's the word I'm looking for? Like perks her lips together, just kind of like turns, refuses to talk to you.
Oh, all right, Slay Queen or whatever.
If you, and Curie says, if you want to stay here, I can drag him to the tower as well. If he's one of the ones that we want in there.
I mean, it's pretty late. We should all leave. Probably get some rest.
All right. Now let's Guess let's head to bed. You each kind of like, you all kind of make your way outside. You get outside the building, and I'm going to switch back to the fireplace. As you guys kind of get out front, you can see Yuko's sitting out front. Kind of sitting on the edge of, like, the porch of this tavern or whatever. Kind of looking up towards the night sky. You can see, like, the stars and the moon are out and everything else.
The light pollution here is like nothing.
Kind of side eyes in your direction.
Who does?
Yuko.
Who?
The elven chick.
That woman.
Oh yeah, you weren't listening to that. Yeah, the elf woman, kind of like the one that was flirting with Lebog, kind of glances towards you. You know, that same sensation you get before, that kind of like tightness in your chest. You know, the attraction of her kind of comes back to you, Grom.
I don't know how to feel.
I'm gonna nudge Grom and say, "Well, here's your chance."
All right. Now that I'm being prodded, I look at him. I look at Lebog, and I go, I have enough women in my life. Besides, if she wants to get that from me, she's gonna have to try a lot harder than some sissy magic like that. And I would give her a look over my glasses, like stare. And I'm gonna continue trying to like huff Selzo over to the tower.
Roll me an insight.
Oh no. Oh no, and I rolled actually kind of high. Oh no, it's a 17.
You kind of glance back towards her, and you see her kind of make like the gesture of like blowing a kiss in your direction or whatever. And that once again, that draw kind of intensifies to her.
Don't make me do that. Come on now. Hold on. Here I go. But I don't have a D2, D6, easy. Oh no.
You're gonna hand Selzo off to Lebog.
Fuck no.
I guess those little tricks worked.
Gonna need more than just sissy magic blows a kiss. Oh God, I'm yours.
No,
I'll do anything for you, Queen. The blight of man.
I stop. I'm gonna try and make it as obvious as possible. I'm not paying attention to her. Blackout drunk, mind you. I'm a lower Selzo as like, I gotta run to the bathroom real quick, and I want to do one thing before I come back to the tower. Take him, bring him back.
All right. Don't stay out too late.
I don't plan on it. I hope.
I'll pick up Salza and
Yeah,
keep
as
going.
you pick up Salza, you hear him mutter under his breath, "Why is it called Hooters? There's no bird."
I think you would know this. If anyone hears Salzo, you should know that.
Salza's unconscious when he mutters this. This is in his sleep.
He's so conflicted on this.
Salza's having a philosophical moment in his sleep. All right, Grom.
I'm gonna. Is there a public bathroom around?
In the building.
All right, I'm going back to the building. I'm gonna make it look like I'm going towards the building, but as I pass the lady, I'm gonna like wave her in with me. It's like, come on.
She kind of smiles and gets up. Follows behind you.
God damn it! Why did I have to roll so poorly for this? This is going against his moral so bad.
You're drunk.
Blackout.
Yeah, blackout drunk.
So when we walk in, like I guess I like sit down at a table, like right there by the door. I'm just like, all right, what are you looking for here?
She kind of comes
I
up
felt
behind
this-
you. She kind of comes up behind you, kind of like her head kind of next to yours, hands kind of come around your shoulders or whatever. And she says, "Why don't we go somewhere more private to talk?"
What do I have to roll to resist?
Roll me another insight,
Oh no! Oh no!
and it's with
I don't pass.
disadvantage.
I don't pass.
You don't pass.
I don't pass. I rolled even less than I did the first one.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a total of like 6.
Okay, yeah. Her voice is convincing. You're allured into this kind of desire to do this or whatnot. She kind of leads you towards the back of the building, into one of the rooms or whatever. Kind of, your vision, your whole mental state kind of goes blurry a bit. Part of it you don't remember. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage right now.
All right, see, this is making up for it, right? I rolled without the con a 17. It's a +9.
Okay. That was with disadvantage.
That was with disadvantage. I rolled an 18 and a 17.
In your drunken
Whatever it
state, as you in this moment, there's a sudden kind of awakening. You kind of a second wind that comes over you as you kind of come to your senses, and it's no longer like you do not feel like skin anymore, but now you feel fur, and it's all around you, and there's kind of a blur of white, and as you kind of like come to and break free from this thing, and kind of like rush away from the bed, by the way, nothing on, none of your equipment with you.
I would hope so.
Yeah. You see sitting upon the bed before you. I'll just show the picture of her. And
Oh god, what the fuck?
sitting upon the bed before you, you see this female with 9 tails peeking out from behind her, and that's where we're gonna end for this session.
Oh
What
god,
the
what the hell have I
fuck?
gotten myself into?
So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, follow the Twitch or join us on the Discord for updates when we go live. And if you want to check out previous episodes, go check out the YouTube. And as always, we hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.